All right. So, when we last left the Bums of Greenest, you were taking a moment in the City of Splendors to allow yourselves to enjoy the Winter Festival being celebrated along the Sword Coast. Races, games, sparring matches, mulled wine and cider, shopping, prior to your inevitable journey north via the road or the Griffin to Neverwinter, where a ship called the Frost Skimmer is waiting to take you to the territory of the Old White Death. Your next task is to see if you can find anything out about the whereabouts of the tiefling sorcerer by the name of Macath the Crimson, who disappeared 3 years prior while researching the Drakehorn in the spine of the north. But first, you drink. You arrive in the dive bar called the Beer Golem in the Trades Ward and are immediately recognized by numerous patrons, or more specifically, Avedon and Micaiah are immediately recognized as you walk in the door.
Yeah, lushes.
You hear and see just your name is like, Micaiah! And people are like, yeah! And it's a rowdy place, about like an L-shaped kind of bar. Like you walk in the door and it's like open with some tables and whatnot, and you have to turn to the right to get to this long bar that takes up most of the space. It's a dive bar. Your feet begin to stick as you like walk in, and it goes like, as you are walking along, you can smell.
Boots are new.
Why is the floor so
You can
sticky?
smell all of the different drinks that have been spilled on the floor. It is loud. It is rowdy. And immediately this male human comes up to you, Micaiah. And Micaiah, you are already drunk.
Yes, I am.
And actually have been hanging
I
out.
love y'all. Did I ever tell you that I love you and you, especially you? You know that.
And you've been hanging out with this
And you're okay. I guess I forgive you.
named Natalie.
Hi,
who you
Natalie.
actually hung out with while the rest of them were all sparring. And as a quick recap, there was a friendly sparring match in the Virgin Square in the Trades Ward, where all of your companions, except for you, because you wanted some free mulled wine and cider from Natalie, who was able to get it for you. The winner of the ice race is now hanging out with you all. Tall, like 6 foot something.
Natalie.
Dark brown skin. Kind of these like I don't want to say, not oval eyes, actually.
Almond?
They are did I say almond the first time? I might have said almond.
Kidney bean guy. She's got goat eyes.
That would be interesting.
Like kind of wildish brown hair that's in like a messy bun up at the top.
She got bean eyes.
Lima bean. Reminds me of lima bean.
Beanhead.
So you've been hanging out with Natalie, who Avedon was flirting with very obviously, and you went out.
The audacity.
Was attempting to flirt with very obviously, and so
Now we're in competition?
You did not partake.
You walked into it. You're pushing me out of it. We're in competition. Great.
Ladies, there's enough of Natalie to go around. She is like 6 feet tall.
That's for her to decide.
Natalie is just like.
Can I try?
So you watched your companions fight
Talk yourself.
Erdna, who immediately took out his opponent, followed by, I believe it was Avedon. Then, unfortunately,
Zan got his ass kicked.
He got stunned by a 5'4" wood elf and knocked down, and Arek was able to take out his berserker half orc competitor. A bunch of you guys winning some money, and then you decided, let's go to the Beer Golem, where you guys have been hanging out every night for the past couple of nights.
Guys, let's go.
Eric won 600 gold in the bet.
Yeah, there you go.
And then probably spent it.
and purchased some things for you all. So as you walk in the front door, you see right as you walk in, like, Micaiah, Avedon, and people are all.
Hey,
Erdnot is with
hey.
you, and he's looking around quietly, taking in the scene. And a human male that you know as Leonardus, or you call him Lynn. Dark brown skin, his hair is closely shaven, like down. Looks like he's actually pretty young, like 20 years old. He comes right up, he's like, hey! Gives you a hug, and then it's followed by a halfling named Corin. He comes over, another younger halfling, he's only about 90. Comes over, got his hood up, and you're greeted by Corin, Freda, who is a female dwarf, almost 5 feet tall, Brinna, who is a half-elf. She's a stonemason, and she's always saying, like, theoretically, and she's been talking to you guys. You barely remember their names at this point, but... and then the cook and bartender, Varika, she is behind the bar. An imposing 7'1", standing back there.
Oh.
Like, hey, Micaiah! And you can see people like coming over like, yeah, and they're getting very excited because you will be able to join in on their drinking game. And you see Freda, the female dwarf, she comes over and she's like, yeah, Micaiah's here! And a bunch of people are very excited that you have arrived. And
Very popular. Very popular.
Did you doubt it for a minute?
Never.
Bet you didn't. I know.
And Freda's like, Micaiah, start the song, Micaiah is here.
You mean the song?
The song.
All right. I mean, I'm a little bit. I had something to drink. Hold on. Wait a second. I need to clear my pharynx. And it's all for me grog, me jolly grog. And it's all for me beer and tobacco. Well, I spent till my tin with the lasses drinking gin. Far across the western I must wander.
It's all for
Me grog, me jolly grog. It's all for me beer and tobacco. Well, I spent all my tin with the lasses drinking gin. Far across the western ocean I must wander.
And it's all for me groups.
Me groggy goose. It's all for me beer and tobacco. Well, let's go. Okay, I have the wrong lyrics.
And the souls are looking out for better weather.
Well, it's all for me grog. Hey, me jolly grog. It's all for me beer and tobacco.
Oh my God. I didn't know we were going to do that. I thought we were going to do it with the music.
Me jolly grog.
Where is the
It's all for me grog.
I'm drunk!
Getting stammered.
Colors wore and the sleeves are all torn. And
This
the
guy,
tails
my
are
guy.
better weather.
My guy.
It's all for me grog. Me jolly grog. Hey, it's all for me beer and tobacco.
He's drinking. Far across the western ocean, I must wander.
Where
I
is the bed?
Where is the bed?
You did it!
Oh, big grog.
I thought you.
Grog! Hey! Hey! Grog to everybody!
God, that was fucking. The neighborhood dog's like.
We killed that song. I don't know it.
We did
And
absolutely murder
my
that
we
song.
killed the song.
Repute.
See?
And I think I'll have to
There's
go
a-
back there
There
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
You just really wanted to sing that line, didn't you?
I did, says Lynn.
Want to go to a house of ill repute? I'll show
Everyone in
you
the
ill
chat's gonna be like,
repute.
what clown car fever dream did I just click myself into?
The best one.
I had the wrong lyrics, apparently,
Oh.
so I don't know.
No, well, there's all kinds of different ones.
I had the right lyrics,
That's
but
the
I had the
best
wrong
part.
spot. I didn't scroll. I was just repeating the
Gotta
same
scroll.
one.
You know about scrolling?
There's your
Scrolling.
I don't know if Grum's in the chat, but she'll have to see it later. So
believe that just
you
So goofy.
Erdnot was there also, and he was like, he's been drinking a little bit.
Is he
Did you see
smiling
his
yet?
cup? Did you see his cup up in the air?
Is he smiling yet?
Yeah, he's smiling, just a little bit, just a little.
Erdy, I knew you'd smile. I told you you wanted to come out today.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were just smiling. Don't try to have fake it now.
That's not a smile, it's gas.
Oh, Erdy.
Not farted.
Everybody Erdnot farted. Stink clap.
That I did. This is some cheap ale.
Of course you find something to complain about. Okay, fun's over apparently.
So as you're
Party
getting
pooper over here.
ready,
Party
they're like, "Hey, we're about to start the drinking games. Who is going to join in?"
I love drinking.
You are also drunk.
I am drunk.
So that means that you.
I'm drunk.
Ooh, actually, let me get some. Of these.
And if I'm drunk, Micaiah definitely still wants to play. She's not even thinking about,
Oh yeah.
like, I shouldn't do this because I'm drunk.
Let me get
Don't
some
matter.
music. Actually, we'll just go with.
I thought we were gonna do that with the music itself. We were gonna sing with the song.
She got you.
No, I would love to, but then they'll fuck
Yeah, they'll take out all the
They'll
audio.
take our video off.
I don't want that to happen.
This is not drinking song.
Plus, it's better
Oh,
that
this
we
is
sang
like that
it.
last call drinking song where you just like everyone's sad, everyone who didn't get someone to go home with.
It's like the girl at the dance that always
the
cries.
light-
There's
lights.
always one girl at the dance that cries.
The lights
The
came
light
in.
comes back on and you see all the
It's a rule.
people.
Closing time.
Or a party.
I wonder if this one would get. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Stay here.
Listen to that voice. You should have been singing the lead on that song. Come on, Zan.
I know Zan. I'm not sure if Zan can sing, but I know Pat.
I don't know, it sounds like Zan could sing just now.
All right, so the drinks are all laid out, and
Yeah.
Ernot is going to partake as well. So,
Ernie.
who is drinking?
Ours gonna retreat to a corner to cheers comrades on and check out the little town.
You're not drinking?
No, that's what not today.
All right.
We'll see.
Zan will drink. He's got his
drink?
ass kicked, so he's got nothing else
Art
to do.
can't drink around Micaiah because bad decisions might be made. So
That's what she wants.
He's got to be of strong mind and will.
Is Natalie?
Natalie has been drinking. She seems to be kind of taking.
Don't
her-
you dare try to steal her while I'm doing the drinking game. Seriously, we're gonna have problems.
No hard I'm exhausted from flirting.
You were trying so hard.
You know what? I don't even care. You take Natalie. I don't even want
Are you guys having
Stop.
this conversation with Natalie in your presence?
Probably.
Because she is.
You
like,
take her.
All right.
I mean, I am. I'm about to go drink and she's available.
Natalie,
so,
it's not you, Natalie. This is a different Natalie.
It's,
Natalie's chatting with some other people. She's so tall and she won the
Yeah.
race and people saw. Like, you guys
So,
are in the general.
it's
area.
fine. You know,
Um,
it's fine. Go ahead.
So
You go ahead. You go ahead. I got a date with drinking.
No, you're gonna say toilet bowl.
What's the toilet bowl? Is that something from where you're from?
So Erdnot actually gets.
I never heard of a toilet.
They're gonna get.
Toilet bowl.
You hear somebody yell out like, "Get the
What is that?
ale!" So they're gonna get special ale that, like, you know.
Will give me superpowers.
No, they're gonna have special ale for dwarves to drink because dwarves are
Because they're
resistant
like.
to a lot of things and have advantage on poison. So they're gonna drink a different kind of ale so that it is.
So even the playing field. I like that.
Yeah, or not. So, all right. So,
Damn it, Ernie.
you have disadvantage because you are drunk. So you basically are kind of operating under exhaustion.
Yeah.
So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
Which is ability check is an attack. But you have this like sense of bravado a little bit, so you have advantage on your charisma checks, and
Natalie might
you
be
have an extra 10 temporary hit points because you think that you are.
Hell yeah!
I think you're immortal right now.
I'm Superman!
So you all kind of get together. There are a bunch of people sitting around the table, and the bartender, the barkeep, comes over and is like, "Okay, the way this works, you drink till you pass out. Go! Winner gets free drinks for a year here."
Oh yeah,
So-
I'm drinking this.
We're gonna have everybody who is joining in is going to make roll a d20 constitution check. The DC on this first round is 5, so it's not like not just playing through down. It's not even roll. It's 11.
I got that one.
Jesus.
Okay.
That 1 plus 2, that's a 3.
Okay.
I got a free. I didn't make it.
So Micaiah, you go to drink, and it seems like maybe they handed you
They gave me the wrong
the
one.
wrong kind. Like you take a
They
sip
gave
and you're
me
like,
that.
"Oh, this is
That was for
more of
him.
an ale." I need you to make a con save.
If she's gonna fall,
Is it still
Ark is
disadvantage?
gonna catch her.
It is.
Alright, 13.
Okay, you're good. So you finish it though. Like you feel like it's not what you're supposed to be doing, and then you're like, you know what? And you just keep going. So
Alright.
it doesn't happen. So we'll try it, and then what did Zan get?
Zan got an
An 8? Oh, you're good. DC 5. So.
8. Yeah, very strong.
Alright, so you see a bunch of other people like slam their thing down. Way too loud. Okay. So,
Epic drinking music.
alright,
feel
so
like I'm
you
trained
the next round comes about and they slide across the table a bunch more of these things. You see a bunch of people there. It's just the first round, almost everybody's fine. Next round, everybody roll a con check except for Ernat, who it's a DC 10 and his is plus 11, so he doesn't need to.
Art's gonna be cheering on his friends since he's sitting over with Abaddon.
Same.
Natalie's sitting with you.
What?
Natalie is sitting with you guys.
That's a
She
4.
doesn't sit.
No, jeez.
I mean, I'm drunk. What do you want?
Can I wrap my tail around her back? Like I'm holding her?
Make a charisma check. What did you get?
14.
14. All right. Yep. It was a DC 10, so you're good.
Just wrap it around.
You guys notice Zan is just like like measured, like cool and collected, but not going too crazy. And Micaiah, I need
22.
you to make another con. So you see Abaddon as you're sitting there. You see that Natalie, like, so which side are you sitting on her? Which side?
I want to be in the middle of she and Eric.
Okay. So we'll just say that you're on her right side, and your tail wraps around, and she's like. She looks a little bit uncomfortable. She doesn't like move anything away. Micaiah, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As you are.
Bitch, you
Come
do.
on, Mickey.
So
Let's do this. Come on.
Keep drinking.
That's a 9.
a 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I lost my shit, didn't I?
Wait, don't you get
a 3?
You have a 3 because of your
Oh.
stone.
It's a 10.
Oh, I'm a 3. I'm sorry, I'm 10.
Okay, you got 10. That is exactly what you needed to
Oh.
stay. So you're like,
It's-
Oh my God.
It's a saving throw, right?
I know, I was
It's a
doing the
regular
wrong
check.
thing the whole time, actually. It was supposed to be plus 3.
That's
My
right, you
bad.
made it. You made it.
I was
either
using
way.
that one.
so you kind of do this thing
Damn.
where you're like, you know that thing where it starts
Yep.
to come and you're like,
Start to turn green. That's okay. I swallowed it,
you're
guys.
doing fine.
It's
And
all right.
it's like,
It went right back down. It's
and
fine.
they slide it, so everybody has another round.
say,
While
when
this is
when-
happening,
When Micaiah says that, Art's like,
you do visibly see Micaiah just like that thing where you're like, you can tell when somebody's
choked it back down.
swallowing
Yeah.
back down.
She like
That-
did
she
like a
tasted that
burp,
booze
but
again.
like there was like an extra little like movement
Yep.
of her lip, like something solid hit that lip.
Oh, yeah.
Hung on the back teeth.
Definitely did.
So as you're sitting there,
Sorry, guys. I swallowed.
you guys can make another roll. This time, or not, is gonna have to roll.
It's fine.
Abaddon.
Everything.
So sitting there next to
You know what?
Natalie, she
Never have
Use
good
the white
luck
one.
with that.
she's been just kind of sipping on
Using the table. See? Much better. Look, that's a 17.
She's just been kind of sipping her drink, and then she kind of looks at you to the side, and she's like, I mean, your friends are doing great. Your friends they're real, fun-loving, fun-havers, aren't they?
They sure are.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Yeah. I wanted to say, I'm really sorry if I came across as like rude in the beginning. I hope you won't take this the wrong way, but like I've always been really kind of afraid of tieflings. I just never really hung out with tieflings have such a bad rap, and so when I saw you standing next to me in the other bar, being perfectly honest, like, I'd only talk to you because I was scared, and when I get scared I might talk a little bit, or when I get like drunk I talk a little bit, but I want to say that I'm really glad that I talked to you, and you seem really nice, and kind of like thank you for kind of showing me what an asshole I've been, where if I just like talked to somebody, then I would maybe see that they're not what I've been told. So sorry, and also thank you for letting me hang out with you, even though I was a little weird in the beginning.
Abaddon's glowing, obviously. And, well, I'm just so happy that you decided to chat. I mean, it's just fun. It's all in good fun.
Yeah. So do you control that? Like this? And she's like pointing to the tail that's kind of wrapped around. She's like, is it like almost like involuntary, kind of like, you don't think about it, like when I'm moving my arm, I'm not really thinking about it.
Well, I mean, you could say it has a mind of its own, but
That's what she said.
but we're on the same team. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't have a tail, so, and it is the one thing that people kind of point out about, tieflings kind of got a little. So is it true that you all are like half devils?
Oh, well, I mean,
No judgment. I mean, other than, I'm working on it, but.
well, I mean, yeah, technically, I mean, if you just put your hands under here, there's horns, but I'm nice. I'm not like we have all these friends. The whole bar knows us.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's pretty cool.
Arik is just like inwardly cringing overhearing this conversation sitting next to just like he hopes Abaddon says something to kind of seal the deal, but he's just going like, oh God, what are you saying? This whole time.
She's like, and like also you've got like a very pale skin, and I've never seen that on everyone else that I've seen that is a tiefling, or at least that I thought was a tiefling, had like purple or blue or red or orange, so that's pretty unique.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's different. It's
Another cringe.
cool to be unique,
There's this part too. I'll show her where it's like traveling down my arm, like the red.
Oh, so
It's changing color.
is that like a thing that everybody has, where like you start off a different color and then like the red or the purple? Because maybe the tieflings that I've seen have just gotten to that point. I didn't even know.
I've only met one other tiefling before, and she was purple, and she was beautiful. I miss her.
He's gonna.
It was just, we were.
He's
I
gonna.
only knew her for a few minutes.
He's gonna elbow
I only knew her
Abaddon.
for what? Oh, what? What's? Oh, I mean, but we're all different, really. It's just another special thing about being a tiefling.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's unique in their own way, so yeah, makes sense. So you got a 17 this time. You rally as the other step it back. You rally as the next one comes and you're like, come on! And you drink that down, no problem.
Zan got a 12.
Zan, I need you to make a con save as you're starting to feel like this takes place over a few minutes. It's not obviously like 30 seconds.
Oh, that's an 11.
Come on.
Yeah, so you unfortunately you're done at that point. So you take your 3 drinks and it's slow, like everyone's like, yeah, Zan, and then you're
Zan, what happened?
actually with an 11 I'll say you just kind of like get up and kind of
Just
excuse yourself to
Excuse me.
go
The turlet. The turlet bowl.
I'm drunker than
you if you had done like a 5 or more, then you would probably throw up for real. But you only it was a 4, so you excuse yourself from the table as Erdna is like, "Better luck next time, boy," and he
That was pretty
chugs
good
down
impression,
another one.
Wow.
And Micaiah, you're good. So
I
two
think she
other
just has to
people-
hear that like walking through the house all the time.
Yeah.
Let's yelling at the boys in that voice. Are you wee lads? Get into the bath now. Just starts yelling.
Are you ready for bed?
Actually, you're really impressed because the halfling friend of yours that you we're up to 20 now. The halfling friend of yours that you had met up with. I'm going to get my NPCs up. Oh my god, I've got a million of them. Let's see. So Corin, the male halfling there, and Freda, your friend, like they've been drinking with you guys, so you know that they are regulars. Brenna had to back off, the half elf, and the bartender is not engaging. She's behind the bar taking bets and stuff people are doing, and then there is also a human male named Gabriel who's been hanging out with you all. He usually keeps his face kind of covered. But he's been hanging out and he's like, "Guys, you're doing great, guys!" And he's not participating, but he's just egging you all on. But the 2 other halflings are doing good. Alright, one more round. DC 20. Oh my gosh, or not. I got a 19.
7.
Ooh! Oh, but then he got a nat 20 on his rally, so he was good. He's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna roll for the other 2 just to see what happens."
Do I do it again?
Huh?
Do I do it again?
Yes, you roll one more time to see. So this next one, you start drinking it, and you have to put down the cup, and everything's looking a little bit woozy. 11. And you just kind of you rest your head down on the table, and people are like, "Ah!" And Erdna actually did not succeed on his, so he like chugs that last one, and he's like, "Whoa, it's the cheap stuff. It's getting to me." I don't know if he's got a Scottish accent or what. And then the other 2, like the halfling is just like, "Okay, I'm bowing out. He gets up, kind of like staggers off, and the other dwarf looks at Erdna, the female dwarf Freda, and she's like, "I'll take you on, old man. That's what I'll do." I've got it this time. So Micaiah, you just kind of like place your head down. So you see Micaiah is down, like her head just kind of, she gently rests it on the table, just like.
I will go over. We'll leave Abaddon to her own devices for a minute.
You see Zan get up too, like
Yeah.
Zan has walked away.
Zan's walking away, so that's
Zan's
cool.
walking to the alley real quick.
But he'll collect Micaiah, and he'll just like bring her over, like just carry her over, and just kind of like let her just slump next to him against the wall or whatever, in a
Okay.
chair.
Pasta.
All right, Erdnot and Freda, and then probably like 1 or 2 other people. Erdnot. Wow. Okay, a 5 and a 2 plus 11 does not make the 25 that is
Even with
needed.
11?
And he rolled 2 18s plus so 29 for his recovery. Where Freda
Something fell.
made it. So It is between, actually, by this point, you can see it's between Erdnot and Freda, and she's staring at him from across the table, like, shoop, shoop, and people are going like, woo, yeah! Alright, I'm just gonna make one roll to see. Actually, I'm gonna roll a percentage die to see if Erdnot... Alright, what do we got? Erdnot, what are the chances here? He's an older dwarf. She's only... Oh no, she's older than him. Actually, by a slight bit.
I have to pick up another one.
So, I'm gonna make it a 50-50 shot. So, 50 and above, or 51 and above, Erdnot wins.
Come on, early.
And it is a...
It's totally fine.
30... Nope, 80... Nope, 98.
Oh,
So
good.
he
Right?
kicks her ass. Yeah. Yes! So Erdnot, like, slams his final drink down. Freda is, like, looking there and she's like...
It's crazy.
She tries to take that last sip, and then she's just like, no, no. And she gets up and she runs out, and everyone's like, yeah! And everybody in the place is like, yeah, Erdnot, 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 brew bottle, brew bottle. And there's all this chanting. And Erdnot gets up. Erdnot is...
crowd goes wild.
Erdnot is drunk. Micaiah is drunk.
Oh, yeah.
And Xan is drunk.
What time is it?
We're gonna have to herd. It's like we're herding cats now. Oh no.
So
This turns to
Erdnot comes
babysitting.
over. It's like probably 5 or 6. It's not too late. The sun is like just starting to go down because it is winter
Hold
time.
on, what do you got over there? Those corn muffins?
Corn muffins. We got apple bread, apple cake made by my mama. So
I like to eat, guys. Sorry.
so coming over, the
I'm excited.
the barkeep Barika, she comes over and she like slaps Erdnot on the back. She kind of bends down because she's 7-something feet tall.
Oh god.
And then
That's how tall Freda is?
no,
Barika.
Oh.
No, Freda is 4'7", so she's still taller than Erdnot. But Barika comes over. Sorry, it's cold. My nose is running. And she's like, 3 drinks for a year until the next Winterfest for Erdnot brew bottle. And she holds up his arm. She just kind of holds it like this. He's like, "Yeah!" And then he heads over to all and he's like, I wouldn't drink here other than for the Winterfest. Just say.
Transfer your drinking thingy over to me then, because I like drinking here.
You got it.
Okay, thanks.
So, yeah, you all have the rest of this evening. Abaddon, you do see that there are some dice games going on over in the corner.
I would love to go over and play those.
Okay.
Natalie, do you want a cup?
Yeah, I'll watch. I'm not much of a gambler, but I'll come hang out. Yeah. So you head over and you can see that there is a dice game. It's technically a card game, but we're gonna call it a dice game. And it is somebody's like, oh, we're playing. Well, there's 2 games that you can play: Evandra's Favor, or a blackjack type game. So in the blackjack game, you can see people rolling 3 different sets of dice. A d6, a d8, and a d10. And the goal is to hit 21. Obviously, higher than that's a bust. So first you roll the d10, and you make that available to see. Then you would roll a d8, and then you could either stay or move on, and then you roll the d6. Or Evandra's Favor is 25 gold pieces to buy in. So the blackjack's a little bit more complicated than that. Evandra's Favor is 2 d6, and you have to get either a 7 or a 12. Your magical die is a d6.
Okay, I'll play the second game.
Okay. So 25 gold is to weigh in or buy in, and there are a couple people playing. So, you roll the dice and may Evandra be with you. So it's 25 gold to buy in. Okay. You can spend you can double your bet to 50 and add another d6 if you want. But you roll, you decide that after roll your first set of dice. So, 25 gold.
Oh,
2d6.
I never gamble in
How-
real life because I'm awful at it.
How do when the dice hits the table, how does the charlatan's dice work?
So, we'll say that you can, we're gonna say it's a sleight of hand for you to, like, right as that first die drops on the table, you can kind of, like, make it, the second die be whatever you want it to be to hit a 7 or a 12.
Okay.
Um,
I'm rolling for the sleight of hand.
yes. So I'm actually going to say this first one, you're good. Nobody would catch on. So you can roll.
Okay. And
what did you roll?
well, a 6.
What? And
A
what?
3 and a 3.
A 3 and a 3. Okay, so you can change one of those to the 4. So as you're sitting there, you change it, and you get a 7. And everyone's like, oh, and Natalie's like, oh, good job. So
very
you
nice.
win
Well done, well done.
25 gold, so you get 25 extra gold.
Yay.
That's good.
Is that how gambling works? I don't fucking know. So then someone's like, okay, good, there you go, good job.
Thank
good
you,
luck.
thank you.
All right, you want to go again? 25 gold to enter, or you can double it if you need to. Roll another die. The
This
other
one
thing,
I'll be writing the sleight of hand.
so the other thing you could do is double your thing, and if you have 2 dice, and it's going to be, you can double
Have
it,
more if you want.
roll the
So you take
charlatan's
more if
die
you want.
again, and then get double your money. Because you get a 3rd die if you double.
Oh, okay.
So you know what I mean? Like, you can roll 2 dice, and then you can be like, you know what, I'm going to double it, and then roll your other die
okay.
to
I
get
see.
what you need
Oh.
to get 50 gold.
I am going to try to do that.
So, roll a sleight of hand this time.
And the 2?
Yeah, so whatever your sleight of hand was. And I'm going to roll to see.
14.
Alright, 14 is fine for now. So yeah, what did you roll?
1 and a 1.
Okay.
And I think I'll double it, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
So you can double it again, and then you drop it, and a 5 just goes. Doo-doo. So now you've won.
You actually
100.
legit rolled a 6, a 1 and a 6, so you would have won.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
So everyone's like, oh wow,
sorry, did I just
Natalie's like,
kick you?
oh wow, you got like
I'm
some
sorry,
good
did I
luck.
kick you?
All right, cool.
So is that 50 gold?
Technically, I think it is. So there's all these other. The house is there, but if you double it to 50, I think you get 100
Oh shit.
because you get your 50 back plus 50.
I'll take that.
All right. So you can roll again.
It's a high roller over here.
Sure.
She's got good
Natalie
luck
on her
charm.
arm.
Let's see what happens.
And you can let me know if you're going to choose to use something.
And it has to be a 7?
7 or a 12.
So I'm not going to use sleight
Okay.
of hand this time. And I got a 7.
All right. So you get another 25 gold.
Damn.
And we're like,
Anybody
oh,
else want
wow. The person who's running
Sam's
it
seen
is this.
4 dice, and he knows it's not 4 dice.
The person who's running it is this is a
kind of
male
sleeping?
dwarf. He's like short and stout. Looks like maybe he's like in his 30s, kind of, human years in his 30s, and he's looking at you. He's got a little bit of a good luck there. You want to go again?
Sure, let's see what happens.
All right.
I'm gonna
25.
I want Natalie to blow on the dice.
Oh, she's like.
I bet you do.
I'm not gonna go it. Oh wait, yes I am. 6, 10. So I got 10, and I
Okay.
need 12.
Yeah. So you would add another 50 gold to your thing, and
Okay. All right. So I have the 12.
okay. So you have the 12. So roll another sleight of hand.
I rolled one with the first 2 that I put down. Do you want me to stick with that
What
one?
was that?
15.
I'm already confused. I don't know what's going on.
Nope. So
All I know is that
the
you
guy
missed
is
one
like, wow, good job. And he's like kind of giving you a little bit of a side eye. He's like, looking at you. And Natalie's like, wow, like your luck. Do tieflings have good luck? Sorry, that's an ignorant question, but I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys have good luck? And everyone's like, wow. Somebody slaps you real hard on the back. You're like, oh.
She's loving this right now.
And what was further
Would you like to go again?
Of course, let's give it a shot.
All right.
Do you want me to should I roll the d20 on the first roll? Or do
You
want me to
can
wait?
roll it if you're gonna do your thing. Okay.
I am going to use a sleight of hand
Okay.
for just that one bet. And I have a 3 and a 2, so 4 and a 3.
Okay. What did you roll on your 20?
22.
All right. Yeah.
21, sorry.
So the people all around are like, woo! You seeing this? Are you seeing this? And so people start coming over and they're like, let's see. You guys are all drunk.
Am I collecting
I'm
as
not.
we go?
Yeah, you're getting it as
Okay.
we go.
I think
so
I
that's
Do you
was
want,
gonna say, Arik
us
and
to
Abaddon
roll
are-
with a disadvantage?
I would actually say just Arik. You can make a perception check.
I was gonna say, is there anyone walking by with like? You said by the I think I'm gonna. You said perception.
Yeah.
That's an 11, straight 11.
Straight 11. You start seeing people like giving looks, but you can't really tell what those looks are. What
Is there
are
anyone walking by with like trays of like drinks or anything like that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I can see that there's people like kind of looking askance at.
There's
Uh-huh.
some people who are like, they're whispering things to each other, kind of looking at her a little bit weird, but you see it's just kind of like busy, it's a busy bar and the drinking game. There's still some drinking games going on. Like other people have continued to drink while this is going on. So you can see Natalie's in right there, like, good
I
job.
say
Pats
that's
you
the only reason why
hard.
Arik's not gonna say anything because she's right there.
Does Abaddon notice anybody act looking at her strangely or?
You can make a perception check. Yeah.
I mean, I probably am.
It makes sense. You're
Because
used
you're
to
with Natalie and I'm half awake and I'm pissed off at you.
13.
You kind of notice what you've noticed your whole life. Just people kind of looking at you. Like some people are kind of like trying to catch glances underneath because you have those black eyes that, just jet black, the whole thing. So some people are like, oh, and then they kind of lean back and whisper something to other people.
How rude.
So did we all I was out on the phone. Did we all travel over with her by the table as like a group generally?
No, from my how I'm visualizing it, although you can let me know. You guys kind of stayed over here to recover with each other.
Yeah.
While Abaddon Erdnot is like with you all. He's just being.
So seeing what Arik think might happen, he's gonna make his way through the crowd and over.
Okay.
But obviously it wouldn't be quick enough for whatever she's gonna do next.
All right. You can do your next roll.
Zan's just sitting at the table with Micaiah passed out as he has a bucket nearby.
Oh no! I got a 10.
And the guy at the top of the table there is like, you want to add another 25 and throw down another die?
I think I could do that.
All right. Roll sleight of hand. Unless you're not going to.
7, 6, 7, 8, 10. What?
I didn't say anything. I said
And the
nothing.
third die?
And the third die.
Damn it.
No, you got
Well,
it.
if
6
you're
and a 1.
doing
6,
if you're doing it, it's just the third die, so you just make it a 2 to get to the 12.
6 and a 1.
That's 7.
6 and a,
You need
oh,
7
I needed
or
a
12.
7.
Yeah.
I'm so
I got that.
confused on how this game works.
Wait, you got a 10 on the first one, so you only roll one more die.
Yes, and so there was a 1.
So you changed it to a 2. You used your
Well,
thing.
if I can use a sleight of hand now, which was
Yeah.
11.
Okay. So with the 11,
Arik's definitely moving in that direction. How far would he be?
You hear you're probably only a couple feet away. It's not a huge place, but you hear somebody go like, "You're using that demon magic, the devil's magic."
I heard it, or he heard it.
Oh, everybody hears
Everybody hears it.
When Eric's gonna accidentally knock over the tray out of someone's hand.
Okay. Yeah, one of the bar. Actually, there's
Like,
only
really
one bartender,
loudly.
but like somebody's walking by with like a bunch of drinks, and you're like, and I go, "What the fuck, man?" And you drop the it goes cling, cling, cling.
Just hoping to create some kind of a distraction.
So you knock into this room, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?
Sorry, my friend.
You owe
Sorry.
me a drink. You owe me 2 drinks. Do me 4 drinks.
Of course, of course. He's gonna grab a silver, and he's gonna hand it over to the person. Sorry, my friend. Sorry.
You go get it. You go get it for me.
No. Yeah.
Go get it.
I'm with my friend. He's just gonna do that like drunk, like
And
continue to move
is like, it's okay.
Is everyone looking?
John, it's fine.
Is everyone looking? Like the
Most
crowd?
people, the dwarf there is kind of still eyeing, and he's like, I think it's time for you to be done, little girl. And Natalie's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. She's like kind of like rubs your shoulders a little bit, like hard. She's like, come on, let's go. And you're down here.
And I was gonna say, I was gonna like grab her sleeve and be like, we have our friends. We have to go take care of our friends. They're not feeling so good.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was a good run, though. Like, demon magic, devil's magic. You can hear some people saying,
She's gonna scoop up the dice. Dice. She's gonna scoop up the dice before she leaves.
Okay.
And let Eric kind of lead her away.
So you got another 25 from that last one, but
I think I
yeah.
got that one. Damn.
So it kind of the rest of the people in the crowd, like that human guy, is looking back at you like, this fucking guy. He goes,
This
this fucking drunk ass. And Barika, the friend's like, it's fine, it's on me. And he's like, no, dude,
You still have your tongue.
And you guys kind of all get back together, and Erdnot's like, how'd you do, Abaddon?
Oh, very well, or not. I think I had a good luck charm with me.
She just avoided the pitchforks.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Just a bunch of grouchy drunks. Should we get these people? Should we get these characters home?
Why you say that? What's wrong with here? I'm fine. And I'm still drinking.
So loud in here.
No one's loud. Who's loud? I'll show you loud. I got you, babe.
All the way up
Bum,
here.
bum, bum, bum. I got you, babe. Bum, 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 bum. This is our song. Man,
You've got me.
I've got you, babe.
Could you get me back at the manor?
Yeah, I can.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's go. Come on.
So as you go to,
Put them both up under my arms like this.
you're kind of
Like
like gathering
children.
up at
Just
each
like
other, and the door opens.
Pretending to be drunk while I'm almost already drunk in real life is fun.
Natalie's like, yeah, I mean, maybe tomorrow, Abaddon, I could show you. I don't know how long you're going to be in town or whatever, but I could show you. My paintings and stuff, like you said. You were
That's
interested
not all
in.
she wants to show you.
Eric is
She's like-
definitely gonna clamp his mouth over his. Well, not his mouth over her mouth. His hand
Yes,
over
clamp
her
your
mouth.
mouth, big boy. Let's go.
His hand over her mouth like that. That's enough. That's enough, sweetie. Come on, let's go.
We're
I like it when
we're
you take
leaving-
control. Let's go.
We're
Come on.
leaving in the
Get that
morning.
rope.
Where's that 50 gold rope you got? Or was it platinum? I don't
So
remember.
as you're standing there,
Be the most expensive
you
from
see
50 platinum.
the front door
50
of
gold.
the place opens, and in walks a large dragonborn or half dragon. Just comes stomping into the place, and everybody it gets quiet for a moment as like people like turn and look, And you can see this blue half dragon, and you can tell that it's a half dragon because of the tail. Comes in wearing studded leather armor. They have a shield in one hand and a long spear in the other. And they just kind of walk in. People are like, oh, what is going? And then they scan the room, and then they look, and their eyes fall on all of you. And you see the shield, and it goes, doo, doo, and hits the shield, and then goes, "Rah!" And then I need you all to roll initiative.
I'm so drunk right now. I can't charisma this dragon.
Does that mean we have disadvantage
I'm
on
drunk
initiative?
on
Those
everything.
of us who are drunk.
On initiative too?
You have a disadvantage on everything.
On life.
You kind of turn. You start to see
Yeah.
the
Okay.
patrons in the
Get
bar.
drunk,
are
they
like,
said.
Somebody yells out a scream. They're like, ah!
Get drunk, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
And I haven't actually used.
Actually, roll good for initiative.
Not a one.
That's a
All
4.
right, I'm a 19.
So you
It's a disadvantage, right, on initiative?
disadvantage on everything. Yeah.
Literally everything. Okay, fun. Alright.
All right. I'm gonna run this.
Zan. But I get 10 temporary hit points, though.
You do.
Kinda need them.
Can I charisma this dragon?
Oh, does that go for Zan as well? 10 temporary.
Can I try to
drunk?
seduce this dragon boy?
I'm going straight bard. I'd like to sing this thing.
Can I please seduce this dragonborn as it's trying to run at me? I can.
All right. So
The idea
I
that
just need to
the
pull
half dragon would be
up
like,
or not.
you know, sweetheart, no, it's not. It wouldn't be right. You know, like, you're drunk. It wouldn't be right.
All right. So
It is 5:45. Do we want to break and when
Yes.
we come back?
I'm gonna roll initiative for everything. But so we've
For
got
everything. Don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah, right now it's one
I have
guy.
to play Erdnot, and
Oh,
I'm trying to
alright,
use
alright,
the
alright.
D&D
Jeez.
Beyond.
Freaking
So
me
we will
out,
be
man.
back momentarily
Thank you.
with this.
I'm going right for stinking
That's good because
clown.
I gotta pee. It's perfect.
All right,
real.
welcome back. We are getting right into it.
Yeah, we are.
Get fighting.
As a reminder, everybody, please do use your channel points to enter into the monthly giveaway. Next time we play, we'll be drawing our winner. So for the November dice from Almost Critical. So use your channel
That
points.
low too.
All right, so
That base tone.
as you all are getting ready to head out after a long night of drinking and sparring and shopping and playing and all of this fun stuff, suddenly the door opened to the inn, not like in a slamming kind of way, it just the tavern, sorry, the beer golem. It just kind of opened and in stepped with these heavy steps, this blue half dragon with a blue tail, a shield, and a spear just coming in.
And
It
where
looks,
is?
is that
One was
Brisinger's
against-
thing?
This is just a.
The one we used?
See,
This
where's
is
the-
actually a sign wrath one.
Oh my god, that's
So
hilarious.
right- in
You
front
said
of
as
that
soon as you
door.
said blue half dragon, I was like, did Garaxus get here?
So right in front of the door.
Where is the door?
The door
Holy
right in front of
shit, that
Zan.
is cool.
The one
Oh.
in front of Zan. That's the
Oh,
outside.
sorry, that one.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
it. Oh,
that
whoa!
close,
I didn't
okay.
realize that was what the door was.
Yeah, you guys were kind of heading
Oh, shoot.
on your way out.
Dude, that is cool. That's a really cool picture.
And
I don't like Gary like that.
you hear some screaming and yelling
Christmas is
as like
coming.
this person, yeah, right, that person right next to him is gonna like scoot out and go running. I don't know. running out.
That was fun. What about this guy?
and-
Is he gonna run too? Because that's fun.
hide behind the corn.
There you go. In the corn. Actually, he's in the corn.
Yes, he's got like
Cunning
two
action.
ears like over his
Yep.
face, like just
you
hiding.
hear Barika, the barkeep, is like, "What is this?" before the roaring goes, and then everyone in the place is like, "Holy fuck!" And we begin. With the attack. So this
It's like the jump.
gladiator, you do notice that they are wearing like these black robes in addition. Like they've got their leathers, but then they also have the black robes and the shield and the spear. They are going to, who's directly in front? Are you all where you would have been, or did you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Zan's probably the first.
I know.
Yeah, we're exactly where.
I guess.
So, this gladiator steps forward and is actually going to bash its shield against you, Zan, immediately, and attacking you. 20.
That hits.
There's a 20 to hit. For I need you to make a strength saving throw.
With disadvantage.
Is it shield? Is that like
It's
a shield
bash.
shield shove, or is that
Shield bash attack. Yeah.
Strength saving throw or strength check?
Strength saving throw. DC 15.
I was hoping it was like shield master because
That is a fail. That is a 6.
So you are knocked prone and you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as it slams you down onto the ground.
you see you can throw him over the table.
And then it is going to actually turn. Is Erdnot right there, or
It's like
Yeah, 5.
like a 5 foot.
okay? It's like assessing the
Diagonal.
situation. It looks and sees Erdnot, who's like, oh fuck, like getting. He actually has 2 weapons that he's getting out, and he's going to step forward and engage with him, and then do a spear attack. Just and goes to slam it into him, and that is a 19 to hit, which does hit Erdnot, whose armor class is now 17, and that is 2d6.
You know
Oh,
that.
is that because he has some of his
You
armor
know
on?
that if he was here, he'd be like, "No,
Yeah,
it's
My armor
changed."
class is 25!
He's doing his he left his shield at home. It is
What's in your
13 points of bludgeoning damage. Nope, piercing damage. Yeah. 13 points of piercing damage.
Abaddon, are you on which square are you on?
Probably one by the food.
So,
I love it. Okay, fair enough.
10 hit points.
I use my action to like a chipmunk.
Store treat.
We still have those chocolate pastries. I have that box of chocolate pastries waiting for me at the manor.
Alright, so 13 points, sorry.
I even wrote it on my notes
Alright.
last time. Chocolate
Alright, and
That's so much
that
looking forward
is
to.
their go. Yeah, and so they are now up against Erdnot, just kind of jabbing them in the side. Arik, it is your turn.
I will move towards the other side of it. 5, 10, 15, 20. Would I have flanking if I was directly in front, since it has they have an ally on the other side?
Yes.
Okay. And I will attack from the rear.
That's what she
As a bonus action, I'll go into my battle focus.
You know what?
My battle focus, the rage.
Oh, okay.
It's 15 plus 10.
I think you
Plus
get
12.
advantage.
Plus,
right? With
no,
rage?
No, we do it a plus 2, I thought, to damage or to hit.
To hit
Doesn't
for,
raging mean
No, rage is just a +2 to damage.
To do to
what's
damage.
reckless?
And but for flanking, it's just
plus
+2.
Plus 2, yeah.
Yep. But it's a 25 to hit. Did you say plus 2?
Plus 2 to the AC on the creature. I'm sorry. No, +2 to you. Never mind. Got it.
So +2 to hit.
So
So,
+2 to
20,
hit.
27 to hit.
Yeah, 27. That hits.
Is it
Yeah.
D8? Yeah, D8. 8 plus 5 is
Thank you for the
13
money.
plus 2,
Oh,
right?
actually, hold on,
It
everybody.
should just be 15 plus 10.
Thank you for
No,
the
no,
rate
not to
readers.
hit.
No,
For
for
damage.
damage. Just plus 10. Because you're rating.
Oh yeah, that's
Normally
right. Because
the
it's
sword's
here
8.
plus 8. That's I added it funny. I did the same thing. So that's 15.
15 points of damage?
Yes. And then
Alright.
he'll attack again. It's 19 plus a whole bunch. I'm assuming
Okay,
that hits.
That hits. So coming up from behind, just as he's engaged with, or not, yeah, it's like slice behind.
Oh, that missed. That's 11 for damage.
11 points of damage, alright.
Because it's going to be 10.
Okay, so anything else?
No.
Alright. Next up, you see a, as you're standing there, engaged with, this guy here, dragon, okay, you notice multiple people in the room turn and begin
Oh no.
to come into the fray. This one in particular, you see an elf that kind of turns, and it is going to.
Fucking ambush.
They turn in their black cloak, like it was like you see that there's black on the inside and brown on the outside, and it turns and yells out something. It's hard to make out what they yell out, but this one is going to rush forward towards Avedon, right in front, and
Right by the food.
no, actually, sorry, it's gonna stay where it was, and you see it just goes like, and it's gonna let loose this lightning attack that comes out from its hands. It just goes across.
Side of my stomach, yeah.
Oh man.
And
didn't
towards
feel
you, Avedon, that is an 18 to hit. And you take 5d8.
Gonna rebuke it.
Can't. 20 points of lightning damage.
Hey!
My God.
As
What a
this lightning
freaking
just comes
turd.
arcing across out of its hands and in your direction. And it is actually going to run up to you. And it's going to yell, "She rises!" in front of you as it goes. Avedon, you are actually next up.
Wow.
How rude.
What a mean
Thank you for the follow.
jerk.
You jerk.
So did we have? Is the battle cam? on?
Yeah, the balcony.
Can you see the NAT30s? Or no?
Yeah, you can see that though.
Nice.
Looks awesome.
Well, that I wasn't expecting that. So.
I don't think we were.
That guy's just a big fucking dick. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let's see.
I'm gonna message Cuba and just let him know you're being attacked, so he can message me if he has any instructions.
Okay.
Just one word in all
You have been
caps.
ambushed.
Smite.
You have been ambushed.
He's just gonna say smite.
He doesn't have any spell slots left. Oh no, we took a short rest, so he's
Yeah.
got 2 left.
Smite them all.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Third level. Let's see.
You hear people screaming and yelling like in their own. They're like, "Go, go! Someone get the guards!" You start hearing like yelling and all of that. All right. Witch
Okay.
bolt.
Witch bolt. So
Is that
it's
a saving throw?
range spell attack.
Oh,
On a
range
hit, the
spell.
target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your
Okay,
turns for the
gotcha.
duration, you can use your action
Okay.
to deal 1d12.
Against the one in front of you.
Yes.
Okay.
And I have since it's a level 3, I have the wild magic to roll too,
Oh
which
shit.
I have to remember.
How many hit points do you have, Ark?
Me? 94.
Total?
Damn.
Well, do you mean my max or my max is 95?
All right. For some reason, it
I
is
just
not
I
pulling
changed it
any
in the
thing.
in the app because I rolled 3 hit die.
No, it's fine.
then I
it's
got to
just,
double
it's
them
not
with-
cooperating with.
I
I
get
think
to-
it's still an alpha.
I was gonna say I get to double them in case there's a weird discrepancy because of the parapet that I have. It
Yeah.
says double the hit die when you roll them.
Okay.
So, just in case you were looking at it like, how the hell did he?
No, I don't have your hit points up there.
And to hit is plus 7. 14 to hit.
14 to hit.
And
That does not hit. So
Fuck me.
it comes up in your face, and you're like, ah! And it comes, and the lightning bolt hits, or the witch bolt hits to the side, and does not hit the dragon thing guy. What did you roll on your wild magic?
That was like a 7.
Oh,
Thankfully, you didn't torch the guy
all
behind.
right.
Which bolt just turns to ash.
Anything else? Are you gonna move or anything like that?
I want to do something, convert my sorcery points with my bonus action, but I am having trouble remembering how to do that. So I think at this point,
Yeah, if you want to look it up, you can do it while you're.
okay,
Yeah, that's
thank
fine.
you.
Okay, so next we
Did
have
you say the hit points or the spell slots? Can you do it?
a
You say convert sorcery points.
you see another. Actually, I'm using Abaddon's
With a
old
bonus.
thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Steps out from.
Just getting in a spell casting.
There's actually somebody here. So this person, they're all in there.
That
You're just
little
not
me?
noticing until you're an old one. This one right here steps forward. You see a tiefling. They pull their hood down, and it's this red tiefling with ram's horns. And they are.
God, you look so old.
You see them actually. It is going to fly.
Fucking
It's
what?
gonna
What?
jump up and
Tieflings can
flies
fly?
across the table and then lands right behind you, Abaddon, and is going to
Oh, no.
attack you with a scimitar, and it has advantage on this attack.
Is this just because the dice game? Is everybody just pissed about the game? I'll give back the money.
Wow!
Oh shit. What?
A 4 and a 5
God,
with
Jesus.
advantage. Let's see. So that is a 9 and a 10 to hit. Which does not hit. So it comes up from behind, and it's like it seems like it's so cool. It's charismatic. It's a male tiefling comes down and drops down behind, and like as it's about to stab you, you casting that lightning, the witch bolt, and it causes you to like move your body in just the right way that it's like damn.
Try not to flirt with him, Abaddon.
I can't help
I can't
myself. We'll
promise
see what
that.
happens.
Oh, but it actually has.
Where's Natalie?
Oh no!
Where's Natalie? She run away?
Oh yeah, what's
17 and a
Smart, she
20 something. So so for its second attack, it comes back around, and it is going to
This right here?
hit you for.
No tail wrapped
Oh
around
yeah,
it?
I didn't put Natalie, so how about we'll put Natalie is
It's
going
right
to
there.
be
Abaddon's tail is wrapped around it.
right here.
Oh, okay.
She's like, no.
So Natalie can actually be standing between you and Abaddon, because otherwise she's on the table.
Fine.
The table's.
Fine.
All right. So you take 9 points of slashing damage, as this one comes up behind you and is able to get you right in the back.
Ooh.
Distracted.
Tieflings. There should be like a camaraderie.
No.
You hear them yell out, Krosk!
Crust.
And another
What
one.
name is that?
No, crust, like bread.
And
Yeah.
another one, actually. Two
Peanut
more.
butter and
Fuck
jelly.
with you.
Cut off the crust.
Idiot.
Cut the
This
crust
one
off.
was
Cut
standing
off the
here at
crust.
the...
I don't eat it with the crust on.
Uncrustables forever!
This other one was...
Where are all these people coming from?
Cult of
This
the
one is going to
Uncrustables.
find-
God.
Oh, jeez.
Guys, get them some Uncrustables.
They
They'll
really
go away.
didn't like that you cheated.
Oh, no. It's going to come up
They
to
really
you.
didn't like that you
I mean, it wasn't really cheating.
Eh,
Barely.
This half-orc comes running out, and they are going to, with their scimitar, attack you, Arik, with pack tactics. That is a 20 to hit,
That hits.
and an 18.
18 does it.
Okay, an 18 to hit. So 2 attacks against you, and you take 6 plus 6 plus 3. So 9 points of slashing damage.
That's cut in half with the resistance.
Yes, with the rage. And
So that's 5 for that.
um
You said 9, right?
9, so it's
So
4.
4.
But also
Oh, it gets rounded down.
You don't get
Oh, I
rounded
thought-
down.
So I thought it got rounded up.
Once per turn,
I'll round it down always.
And then an additional, another 4. So a total of 8 with all the modifiers.
Oh, alright, so you already cut that one in.
Yeah, I already cut it. Yeah, so 8 total between the 2 attacks. And then you see that human back there also runs forward and is going to engage with Micaiah. And
Smack.
you are not. in-
3/4. Where do you?
yeah, that's fine.
It's gonna just kick that
So-
guy right out of the fucking way.
Micaiah, there's one attack for a 7 and another attack for a 21.
21 hits.
3 plus 4 is 7 points of slashing damage as this other one comes. And you can see all of these individuals. So there is a, you see a half-orc, a human, the one that came up behind you is this human, an elf, a tiefling, and then this half-dragon. And they are all wearing black. It is very clear that you are being attacked by a cult of the dragon. And they have waited until you were vulnerable to do such a thing. All right, Zan, you are up.
Alright, Zan stands to his feet using half his movement. He is going to cast Curse of the Fae on the big one that knocked him down.
Okay.
And give that one disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
Free action, draw his sword, and he will swing.
Okay.
That is, double 13, 21 to hit.
That
Oh,
hits.
shit.
You get up and are able to. You're using your sword, you said?
Yes.
Just get right underneath the armor.
You've got going on. Like usually battles are more like.
So that is 1 slashing, 6 necrotic, 1
Oh,
excuse
what did
me.
you roll? Sorry, to hit?
21 to hit.
Okay. So, sorry.
So that is 5 slashing, 6 necrotic, and 1 psychic for a grand total of 12.
Alright.
And second attack, he is just gonna attempt to, after the fall through the sword, he's gonna attempt to continue on with a kick.
Okay.
Oh, man. So that is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
So with the studded leather, you come across. Roundhouse kick. Side.
It's a total of 11 more points of damage.
Okay.
How much you just do?
11.
And he is going to stay right where he is.
Alright, I'm staying. Alright, Micaiah.
stay.
You are
I'm
up.
stay. Micaiah is gonna cast Blight on this guy. Right here.
Okay.
I like how this guy's like painted, so we're like, fuck everyone, but that guy in particular can just eat.
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
14 is the con save.
Constitution For the
It's gonna take damage no matter what. But
12 plus 6 is 18.
alright, he makes it. So he's gonna take half.
Okay.
You look so comfy.
Okay. So
Just get a
it's
big blanket so we can all.
8d8. Damn. Okay.
8d8.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy, do
say
you need
8D8?
more dice,
I
Micaiah?
need more dice.
What do you
have that
need?
many.
8d8. Hold on, let me
We got-
help you.
we
I
got-
want to give you one.
Alright.
Just take all the
That's
dice.
2, that's 3, that's 4.
You get. Oh no, hold on.
That's 5.
That's 5.
And then it takes half on
That's 6.
Pull that one
That's
set.
7. I need one more.
Oh, you got one of those 30s.
You got one more?
too?
Oh, DM's giving me one. Alright,
one.
here we
He
go.
doesn't have a 30.
I even got a mini one
Those are
right
so
here.
pretty.
It's got a mini one.
Alright,
Actually.
8d8. So if you get slashed from behind by this human, you gotta turn and point to the gladiator attacking the larger group there.
Alright, so 7, 3 is 10, 11, 16. Oh, damn.
23.
23, 26, 28, and 6 is 34 and a half.
Is 34?
34 and a half.
17. 17 points of
See that short math
necrotic
flash you did that.
damage as they're standing there. Like,
That was hard for me.
"Ah!" And you can see the blight
Honestly.
coming up from its neck, like underneath its armor. Yeah. All right.
This one was from you. This one was from you. Or you?
All right. Any movement?
All 3 were from you.
I
I don't know. I don't think I have any bonus action. No.
Nope. All right.
And if I move, yeah, I can't move. So
So
That's what I said.
Erdnot
We're like in a fucking
wearing
school.
actually
This is a real boss fight.
is
Yep.
going
Oh, yeah.
to
Fighting in it's a knife fight in a fucking phone booth.
Okay. So he is going to actually he could have used Hellish Rebuke, I forgot. Sorry. Let's see, Divine Smite.
You gotta
and-
scream it.
Sorry. Alright, so he's got his hand axe, 2 hand axes I believe that he was wielding.
think it was his hammer and an axe. Or is no, it
No,
has to be
short
2.
sword and
Yeah,
a-
short sword.
Short sword and a hand axe. So he's going to go ahead and attack with these. Feel free to remind me of any of his abilities that you think he would do. But skills, I mean? Nope.
I'm gonna say the one that I know he would
Definitely
do is
smite.
His reaction for the shield to give impose
Protection.
disadvantage, so we gotta remember
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yep.
Well, he also only has 2 spell slots.
I know, but I'm saying, but that's a reaction on a spell.
Okay.
Oh, is it a spell?
No, the protection.
use
where
his
if he
reaction.
disapposes-
Oh, it's just a
He
reaction.
He
I thought
imposes
it was
disadvantage on an
hits.
attack.
I'm confusing it with Shield of Faith.
Oh no.
And then I use
So
it.
he actually probably would have used that for you, to be honest.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
he probably
had
would.
forgotten that he's not here playing.
How much?
It happens.
So-
Alright. So, 2 attacks on this gladiator.
Whatever their AC is.
That is a yes.
And would he make a bonus attack on?
Yes.
He did that last time in that fight. Didn't he make a bonus attack?
Yeah, you can do bonus. So he would have 2.
He would have to use his reaction, no?
No,
for
no.
bonus.
2 weapon
oh,
fighting,
that's
you can.
Oh yeah, he
uh,
could use his bonus.
So he can make
bonus.
three
Because usually on
three
melee
attacks.
attacks, it's only like
On
Yes,
one
3
turn.
equals 4.
So all of these hit.
So
That's good.
Plus,
That's really good.
Chipping away
the
at those
gladiator
kneecaps.
is going to use its reaction
would
to
it be-
parry against the last one. So Erdnot goes like, choo, choo, and then the last one, the gladiator hits with the shield, the spear, and that is 1d6 plus 5.
What does parry do? Is that like the
Like
fighter's
charisma
parry where it
modifier,
takes
right?
away damage?
As a reaction, it can
could.
add 3 to its AC
Oh,
against
that's
one
cool.
attack that would hit it.
Nice.
You can
So
change.
that is the same. So 9
What is
plus
your
10, 19, and he's going to use a might for
Well,
The
what did he hit?
7
Oh, what was
plus
that?
Smite, smite,
Definitely.
smite. Divine Smite.
Oh, it'd be
He
higher
does
than
have
that.
spell
That's
slots.
If I think he only has Warlock
That's like
spell
the highest
slots,
of
so it
any
would be
spell.
whatever the highest level spell he can
They're
cast.
right there.
He has 2 second level spell slots left. So
Debbie,
2d8.
I think it would be 3d8.
2d8 extra plus 1 for each level above. So 3d8.
He's about to scuff the pumas.
19.
That's what I did.
They can
That's
find me.
right.
Nice.
Yeah.
19,
Otherwise,
27.
Otherwise,
32.
you could just attack him. But
Nice.
it's probably not far.
33
She'd probably
points
attack whoever's in front of her.
damage.
Smites are no
Probably
joke.
makes sense.
Like,
Yeah.
that is a lot.
Alright. So he smash. The last one, it parries. It is looking really, really bad at this moment. Oops. Shit.
I like that it's
I did the
in a
wrong thing.
triangle of like our melee guys. He just walked in.
Alright.
It's literally just
and
like...
then as a nothing. He's got nothing else. So, top of the round. You see people screaming and yelling. Natalie is like, what the fuck do we do? Oh my gosh. She is going to try to... She's going to move through you, Abaddon, and then, like, go underneath this...
The table.
the table. And, like, she's 6 foot something, so it's going to be hard.
Feet
But,
are gonna be sticking out and
you see these people like trying to run past. They're not going to. Somebody like yells and is like, "Get the guards! Get the guards!" And so people start running out.
They're all going in the corn, man.
This one doesn't
Corn
know
for
what
everybody.
to do, so he's just gonna go over here.
cornbread.
This one doesn't want to be near this person, so he's gonna go back here.
It's
Dives
sad
over the
face.
bar and hides
Yeah,
in the
like-
barrels.
I'm glad we ate it all, though.
They're going back
At least be
here.
happy.
We murked that fucking corn muffins.
Okay. So we're at the top of the round.
Is there
with
more on the
the
Mackay's gonna
gladiator.
reach back.
It is going to,
Grab some corn
looking
muffins.
at all of you, it's going to say,
The dragon.
for Tiamat!
The half dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And it goes, and all of this
Oh,
lightning goes
no.
out.
Oh, it's lightning?
What direction is it going to choose?
I feel like you have an idea.
Let's see, which way? If it goes this way, it actually hits 3 of you. But it also hits its friend. It doesn't care. That's what this is for. So it
doesn't
is going
care.
to
you!
Ow. this.
No!
All of you within 5 feet.
It doesn't just go in a straight line. We're gonna. I only ask because I have a breath weapon as that, and usually it's straight like a line like that. We can do it however you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're of course you're DM. You're gone at this table. That's how it works.
Well, it's not. It's actually it wouldn't hit you, Zan. It would hit these 3. Because you can have it go whatever direction you want.
Sure.
It's not limited to the
Okay.
thing. So, going this way, it will hit its friend, but it won't hit you, Zan. It's next to you.
The only reason I even ask is because like that's basically Garaxus has that same attack.
Yeah, you can tilt it to whatever direction you
Oh, that's
want
cool.
to,
Okay.
to hit.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like directly on the diagonal of
Yeah.
the grid. You can like
See, that's how it is
aim a
on
little
Foundry
above.
when we're doing it.
Oh yeah, because of the.
But only because I think the tools are probably still way more limited compared to what you can do like on an actual table.
So I need Bergna and Micaiah to make a dexterity saving throw. Had to sit.
I thought dexterity we don't, because
No,
we're
that-
drunk.
You're drunk.
No, that's only charisma.
Maybe you can try to convince the lightning not to hit you.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, those breath weapons can be nasty.
Ernot
Especially when you get to higher levels
is
because it's like
going
3d8
to
deck. You know what I'm saying?
Dexterity save. He is drunk.
16.
Nice. This is good. Did you
I rolled a nat
5?
20 in one of them.
Oh, nice.
Don't get to keep that one.
Ooh, he rolled a 1.
Oh.
Alright, 1 plus 1, so that's a 2.
1 plus
And
1.
you are going to take 4d10 lightning damage, and actually I need to make this dex save for the other.
16 didn't make it? Oh my god.
No, Erdnot's gonna take it.
Oh.
It's half for the rest. The
breath
person
weapons can
over
be
there
fucking nasty
also
sometimes.
did not make it, so that is number 4, I believe. Actually,
it's
it's the human standing behind.
Nah.
So that is
Yeah. That was like a Peter Griffin.
1, 2, 3, and of course my d8s are right here when I'm not looking for
Do you need some D8s?
Don't loan the D. Don't loan it yet. No.
No, she loaned
Don't
me
do
one and
it.
it was good. I can give you some. You want one?
I'm just teasing.
No,
I'm
I
just
got
teasing.
it.
I got
Alright,
2 right
alright,
here.
alright.
9 plus, so 29. So 29 points of lightning
Whoa!
damage to Erdnot,
Ernie.
14 to you.
and 14 to you.
Damn.
Erdon's like, this was what I get for smiting.
But you have 10 temporary hit points, so it's only
Oh,
like
yeah,
been
that's
hit
true,
by
yeah.
for 4 damage.
And
I feel fine. Go ahead. Get me. I'm
The one
invincible.
behind also took 29, so they are looking really bad. They just get like, ah!
I look fine.
And then like kind of like rally. It's this woman, human woman, and she's just like, ah! And she's gonna keep going. And that is, they are they boxed in by all of you? Yeah, they are. So they're just gonna stand there and face you all, like knowing, like you can see there's blood. You know, they are close to the end, but they are like, this is my job, and I'm gonna do it. Arik, you are up.
Arik's going to attack the half dragon there. It's 10 plus 10 plus 2. So that's 22 to hit.
All right, that hits.
That's 1, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And he'll do it again. Oh no!
What happened?
No!
All
Yikes!
right.
That is the epitome of timing.
It turns around and is facing you, like it's kind of spitting like blood out of its mouth. Anything else?
No.
All right. Okay.
I can't move anywhere. Like, I'm literally in a corner. I can't go anywhere. So since I'm frightened, would any attack on it have or?
Oh shit! You're frightened. I fucking
Yeah.
forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
But I can't. But I can't.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like.
you're. Nope. You're. So yeah, as you like slice against, it turns and looks at you with a spit, and it's not even. So what happens when you realize now, as now you know what this sword does, it's almost like it changes the way that the creatures that you're like they change into something more freakish and monstrous. And actually, it looks a little bit. To the rest of you all paying attention, it looks a little confused, just a momentary confusion on the look on your
I was
face.
just whooping this
as
thing's
you
ass.
were just like, yeah, and then it turns to look at you, and you're like, fuck, and you kind of back up. You don't have to. If there's no place for you to go, you can't
I'm
move.
literally
Yeah, you can't.
wedged into a corner between two enemies.
Then you can't move. There's no place to go.
Yeah, the fuck.
All right.
Or he's just gonna be like, no, I'm gonna look in the corner.
All right. The one that is engaged with you, Abaddon, is
Do you want me to tell you what I did, by the way?
yes.
I used sorcery point to regain hellish rebuke
Okay.
Nice.
because no.
All right.
You're gonna try to
So this guy here.
I know. You.
I'm gonna rebuke.
Okay. So it being right next to you now is
Which
the one right in front of you.
Dickhead.
Sorry, the one
Oh, okay.
right in front of you. It sees that you are, obviously not as well equipped as the others, and it's going to, it's actually going to turn and it's going to try to take out one of the stronger looking people. No offense. And it is going to turn
They
to
don't know shit.
you, Arik, as you're kind of back up into the corner, and it turns and it goes. And it's going to blast this lightning in your direction.
I gotcha. I was so confused. I was like, oh, that orc can do lightning? What the fuck?
No, the one that's engaged with
Gotcha.
And that is going to be ranged spell attack. And it has advantage against you because one of its allies is within 5 feet of you.
Is it anything like is it automatic hit?
It is a spell attack. So, yes, a 17 plus 5, so 22 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 5d8 damage.
Ooh.
As this lightning comes arcing, their companion there, that half orc that is engaged with you on the side, hears and then like kind of backs out of the way as this arc of lightning comes rippling past. You can feel it like it hits you and you're like, and your hairs stand up.
Not the ones on my head because I ain't getting them.
For 20 hold on,
Okay.
23 points of lightning damage.
Okay, yes, and that's not halved because of the rage.
It should
only...
be.
No, it's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you said 23?
23, yeah. You're kind of like caught off guard because you're paying attention to this one thing, and then all of a sudden this lightning comes out, and you're like, zzz. And it is going to. All right. It is actually going to get out of your. Seeing that you're actually engaged by this other tiefling back there, and it has changed its fighting, it's gonna go right here, move towards this group.
Wow, this is just a cluster.
That's what I was saying.
This is such a cluster.
It is. It's a knife fight in a telephone booth, except everyone's whipping lightning
Damn.
and swinging
Yeah.
swords.
Abaddon, you are
This
up.
is
Holy
fucking
shit.
ugly.
Very ugly.
So, okay. If I turn around, is that an action?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna
It's
turn
not even
around. Huh?
It's not even movement. Or
No,
anything.
it's not.
Okay.
You just you have like 360 in D&D, so.
I'm gonna turn around and I am going to use the Dagger of Venom.
Yeah, get him.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
So you turn around, the tiefling is there, looking at you. All right.
And I'm just like, okay, so, okay, so I'm using an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade, and then I'm gonna, wait a second, and then attack to try to hit her. Is that 2 actions?
I guess it depends on what it. How's it worded?
You
Can
can
you
use
read
an
it?
action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. The poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature.
Yeah, it's an action to. That's weird.
To do both.
Hold on. What is this? The Dagger of Venom?
Dagger of Venom.
I think it's like your special weapon with Uma. An action causes it to become poison,
it becomes a
and
+1.
then you can use it.
You gain blah blah blah. You can use an action to cause thick black poison. The poison remains. The creature must succeed. Blah blah blah. That is a little bit weird. So it would be your action to cause
like,
it to do that,
activate
and then you
it?
wuld be able to attack with it.
Ball sack. Well, that's a shitty idea then. Okay. I will try, Chaos Bolt
All right.
on this bitch.
I think you have Witch Bolt still up.
I thought I didn't. I do?
Yeah, you
Witch
can
Bolt,
use it every
You can
every turn
technically-
as an action.
Oh, is it
Because
concentration?
it was on that guy, and
Which
then he moved. Doesn't that mean that?
Nope.
He
It's
can
still
move.
on him.
As long as you don't get your concentration knocked.
Is it concentration?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, so you can still There you go. You're concentrating. You
You can
can
still use an action to. You don't have to
You
cast
can
a new
use
spell.
an action
You won't have
to
to
have the
attack
bolt.
again. You can just go
You can just
action
use the
and
spell.
it hits
and it
them
hits
again.
them.
Oh, okay.
Action.
Action.
All right, who was it against? It was.
It was against this guy.
Oh, okay.
The one that just shot the
The one that
lightning.
moved.
Oh yeah. So as
That's
it like shifts out of the way, roll 1d12. Damage.
Yeah.
It's not expecting it.
10.
Oh, 10.
Nice.
10 points.
And then does that count? Do I have to do another wild magic thing?
Yeah, we're gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, did
Wild
we,
magic 16.
16.
Did we already do the wild magic? Did I miss it?
No, she rolls
it's
to see
only
if
if she
it will
rolls a
work.
1
if
on
it,
it.
Oh.
a 1 or a 20, actually, because Abaddon's super wild.
Oh wow!
Super wild. She's double wild.
Wild and crazy.
That we also know
Wild and
that
crazy. Wild and crazy.
anytime
Couple of wild
I cast a
and crazy
spell that
kids.
deals damage, a D100, on a 5 or lower, the spell will deal maximum damage.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Go ahead.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
Abaddon's extra, so you can
So extra.
you can roll one of my.
Ooh,
So
roll
at
one of the special
D100,
ones.
you rolled that one and
Roll,
this
no,
one.
no, no. Special
no.
one. Special
Oh.
one.
Oh,
Whoa.
Roll it. Special.
Don't crush everybody. I've done
Don't
it.
crush it.
turn this into
This one's
Indiana
lighter.
Jones.
It's lighter than the other one, so it's not.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Oh.
That's a 90,
On a 5 or lower, the spell will deal maximum
96.
96.
I think so. On a
Is
5
it a
or
96?
Yeah.
Am I
no,
wrong?
no,
Or
it's
46.
46.
Oh, 46.
Either way, definitely not a 5 below.
You can keep that over there if you
That
want.
is so cool.
Definitely not.
That
is
was
very
about
cool.
From the armory.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
Hit them with it.
Cameron.
No.
Oh.
Because if I move at all to try to hide under the table, then that
If you
tiefling
try to hide under the table, they'll get.
They'll get you.
an attack.
You could technically move. One
But
of them will get an attack of opportunity unless you move directly to your.
Unless you move right
Yeah.
here.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay, I'll probably stay put then.
All right. So then the next one up is the tiefling who you just tried to. Nope, you did not try to attack. What the?
What was it?
This is cardboard.
It's a ghost.
All right.
Jeez.
So it turns
Ghosties.
sees you like kind of bring your hand down. Another bolt comes down, hitting their friend, and they are going to attack you. Are you engaged? You are with another one there. So they're going to use their weapon attack against you.
Rude.
They get multi-attack with the scimitar. That is an 18 and a natural 20.
You love this, you evil
I don't
woman.
get to hurt you guys very often.
I want to see you bleed.
All right, so that is 1d6 plus 3, so 6 points of damage automatically. This one is double, another 6, so 12. 17 points of slashing damage.
Oh no, I'm dead.
You dropped.
Yeah, I'm dropped.
All right. And
Goodbye.
all right.
You're not concentrating anymore. You're no longer concentrating.
I mean, you get
Concentrating on
cut
staying alive.
really badly because it actually added its fanatical advantage to, so it's like an actual 20-something points of damage as you drop to the ground. You guys watch Abaddon screams out in
Shit.
pain, and she drops to the ground as this other tiefling like laughs.
Natalie's mine now.
You could
Natalie doesn't want a
technically,
dead body.
you could technically have used Hellish Rebuke in between.
As you go down.
Just saying.
Well, she was resistant, I figured, because tieflings, so I didn't really think they would be worth it. But
They're resistant, but that means they take half.
Fuck it.
good call.
This is Abaddon on the way down.
I know, right? There's one
Do you wanna
finger
do
up and the
that?
other
You
one
don't have to,
firing
I'm
like
just
this.
saying.
Well, yeah, I guess if I can on the
Yeah.
way down, I might as well.
All right. Is that a dex save? Is it?
Let me get in here.
Hold on, I'm still halfway up. Hold on.
I'm just wobbling.
I'm wobbling.
Get him.
I believe.
Yeah.
I think what's his face is hellish review.
Dex save, yes.
Dex save. That is a 19 plus.
Ah!
So, you can still roll the
And
damage.
I'm down.
Yeah, they take
You
half,
still
right?
roll the damage. They take half and then half again.
Oh.
So, because they're resistant. But as you
One
go down, you're just
quarter
like.
portion.
2d10. 8. 8. Oh, wait, no, 10. 18. And then half.
So 9 and half again, so it's 4 points of damage
4
against them.
Hey, better than nothing.
That's all I got on the way down.
Well,
Alright.
every sting counts.
Yep.
In this type of situation.
All right, the half orc up against you, Arik, as you're standing there, and it kind of like as it sees your reaction to its buddy. Is going to roll its attacks and has advantage. Tactics.
Fuck.
That is a 20
Yeah.
and a 11.
That misses.
It is going to use its fanatical advantage against you.
I would. I'll riposte on that one that misses.
Okay.
So it's not one this time, please, baby. Wait. Yeah. That's a 9 plus 10.
All right, so 18 points of damage, a 9 plus 10. Yep, that hits.
No, not 18. Wait, what?
Oh,
18
you
points of
took
damage
it.
against
Oh,
you.
okay. All right. That's
And that should be halved. I think.
that'll be 10, 11 points of damage to it. So,
So
how much did I
11.
take? I'm sorry, I got
You take
super
9
confused.
points
I
of damage.
took 9. Sorry, all the talking back and forth got me all fucked up.
All right, he is 9 points of damage. Or no, you said
I
11?
gave 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage against this one. And yes, you took 9. And it just kind of like
And you said something about fanatical advantage.
that
Or-
was everything.
Oh,
else.
it like adds
Yeah.
damage to it.
All right. And that is that one's turn, and then the last one up, the human who's like looking pretty rough because she got sizzled with
Looking
some lightning.
fucking haggard.
Yeah, she is. None of her friends are actually engaged with you, Micaiah, so she just has regular rolls. But she is going to unleash both of her attacks against you. Plus 5, a 15, and a 16 to hit. She's looking
I'm like a dog. I'm like
Yeah, hits.
16.
Yeah, they both hit.
Both hit. All right. She comes up and she's like, and she slashes forward with her scimitar against you. She's going to use her fanatical advantage. Oh no, she doesn't have advantage. So,
There's
she
only
cannot.
my armor
So
on.
she is going to just hit you for 11 points of slashing damage. And she's going to no, that's all she's going to do. You hear her yell out to the tiefling. She goes, "Machem, good work to the others." And we're at the top of the. Nope, we are not.
I was
We
gonna say,
have
I
Zan.
didn't go. Zan
I
and
didn't,
Erdnot
did I
didn't
go either?
And Micaiah
All of them
didn't
go. No, Zan, Micaiah, then Erdnot.
Oh.
All right, Zan.
Okay. Zan's gonna spend a key point and use patient defense as a bonus action.
Okay.
And he will reach into his bag and grab a potion and give it to Abaddon, like force feed it to her. And from the bag of holding, it is a superior.
Does patient defense prevent?
It doesn't prevent.
attacks of opportunity?
No, it doesn't prevent it. So they have disadvantage.
All right. So the
So
half
it would
orc
be
is going
these
to,
two.
but the half dragon is not. So the half orc is going to attack you. That is a 9 plus 5 is 14.
That is a miss.
That's the highest. All right. So you go to run, and it sees you out of the corner of its eye and like swings forward with the scimitar, but you duck out of the way and head towards Abaddon, who's fallen.
So that will be 4d4 plus 4 for Abaddon. So that's 1, 4, 7, 8, 9 plus 4, so that's 13 points of healing to Abaddon.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Would I, like, just for my action, just to, after I give her that, just, like, push her under the table with now, and basically, like, take her spot, push her under the table?
It wouldn't incur a reaction attack.
I would say because you used your bonus action, you can. I'll let you do it, but you have to use a key point.
Done.
Whoa! Yes.
He's monkey's fast, so I'll say all of that. But it does. There's something that. And as you do, you like push her underneath, and you can see Natalie is like, "Holy fuck!" And you see her face under. She's like, "I don't want to die."
Say, watch after her.
All right. We are up to Micaiah.
Okay. Micaiah is gonna cast Hold Person at 4th level, so she's gonna attempt to hold 1,
Ooh.
2, 3.
Oh.
Nice.
Whoa!
All right.
You're Mickey.
Is that
They
what
need to
kind of
make
thing?
a Wisdom saving throw of 14 or higher,
All right, wisdom. All right, we've got the.
or else they'll be paralyzed.
All right, we've got the gladiator. That's a 5. Plus
Paralyzed.
1 for a 6.
Paralyzed.
All right, the dragon.
Which one's
Fang,
that one?
The elf.
This one?
No, the gladiator is the big one.
This is
Oh,
this
this
one's
The
Okay.
one with
yes.
the.
Alright, so
Did you
he's
guys make this?
paralyzed.
I think Andrew did.
Dude, he did a nice job.
So the
really
dragon
nice job.
Fang, which is the one that's casting spells, so that was attacking Abaddon,
Yeah.
the elf. Rolled a 2.
Paralyzed. Motherfucker.
Plus 1.
Paralyzed.
And the
I love
dragon
Izzy's
wing.
sass. Just this.
Is this wisdom?
Ow,
you
that
said?
actually hurt.
Yes.
Fuck.
Rolled an 8.
Paralyzed.
Oh, what? 8?
That's how
it's
that's how
18.
Mickey
Is
is.
it 18?
Y'all can sit down.
She
Yeah,
said
that-
8.
it's an 18.
This
Damn.
so this one is
That one is not paralyzed.
What?
You
Three
can
bad.
stay up, but the rest y'all don't.
All right. So
You sit.
You
Heal.
sit.
I have actually hold person thingies too.
Yay.
Oh shit,
I know.
nice.
All right. So yes, those two are
Yes.
stuck.
I'm concentrating.
You know
The
what?
feeling that this gives me on my tongue. It reminds me of the old Smirnoff Triple Blacks.
So they're paralyzed,
Makes
which
you like
means
that little.
It feels like I
It's
ate
wet
too
but
many.
dry.
It feels like I ate too many Sour Patch Kids.
Oh yeah, it's like that. So,
It's wet but dry.
I get what he's saying
Yeah, I
though.
know, right?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It makes sense.
Totally.
The more I drink, the drier my mouth gets.
Is there salt in this?
all right. So actually, if you wouldn't mind just throwing these two things, it doesn't matter what they are, just like underneath them, so that I know. All right. So they are paralyzed.
Oh, God.
Anything
It
else?
attacked me.
There was a whole person one, but
Nope.
I can't find
That is it.
it. Okay.
Nice, coming in with the fucking. The
They are
debuffs.
paralyzed until when?
They are paralyzed.
All right. Or not.
The target's are paralyzed for the duration. It says
Should say what the duration is.
at the end. Oh,
Up
1
the
minute.
top.
Okay.
Nice.
They are paralyzed. Do they get to make a save any time at all, or no?
Speaking of,
at the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On a success, the spell ends on the target.
All
So they
right.
can.
So Erdnot sees like the half dragon is standing there, and it's like. and
Now, if it's paralyzed, does that give them like advantage now on attacks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's advantage, and they can't move. Like, I think they fail dexterity saving throws. So Erdnot turning to this one is gonna be like,
Get him, Erdy!
Doing it.
okay.
I don't know why. The Swedish chef
Going
came to my head.
to use 3 attacks.
Yeah, Erdy, get him!
And
Get him.
smite if needed.
And this one's looking real rough, right?
It's looking pretty bad.
Smite him!
Bloodied. Oh, he rolled 2 3s on that
Oh,
one.
Jesus.
Sorry, guys. But that is an 18 plus, and his third attack.
Did it hit?
And
Any melee attack within 5 feet is considered a critical hit.
On a paralyzed
On a
person?
paralyzed.
All right. So
I was hoping for.
and,
Crit and
then
smite.
it was a 12 plus 9, so that hits too.
explode it.
So yeah, it comes in as he sees it, it's like, "Wah!" And there's like blood coming out of its mouth. He sees that you've done what you've done. And hold on, let me get my hand axe is a crit, so 1d6, so it's 10 automatically, just 10 hit points. Then 4, so 14, and another 10, so 24 points of damage, and he's not even, unless you think he would smite it, because he doesn't need to. He just comes forward and slashing forward 2 times the Dragonborn. I mean, half dragon.
Oh, Jesus!
Falls to the ground, like
See that
slumping
battle
against
cam
the
action?
side there. You see the panicked look on the others' faces, but they're just like,
Better run.
this is what's happening. They look like
This is
disappointed,
what's happening.
but
Mhm.
they're looking at each other. Arik, you are up.
Question. Now that it's dead, do I still have that frightened status?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. It drops to the ground, and you feel like your heart has been beating in your chest, and it starts to slow a little bit. Look at that sword. You're like,
Fucking sword. Best friend and my worst enemy.
Get him.
Arik's gonna attack. I'm gonna try to I'll try to shield shove it. It'll
Okay.
be the contested athletics.
all right.
It's 18 plus 8. That's what, 26?
Yeah, that's a 13.
Yeah.
So
Not
does
fucking prone.
prone. Yep. So he falls down. You like hit him. He sees the
Not
other one
fucking
drop,
prone.
and expecting you to still be terrified, you're like rally, turn, and then bash, and catching him off guard. He
Ooh.
falls down to the ground.
And that gives me advantage on my attacks, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's gonna
get
be
on.
let's see here. Because I have a whole I will, sweetie. I will, I promise. Alright, never mind.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a 1?
No, you have advantage.
I
No, you have
promise.
advantage.
I know, that's why I did this. That's why I did this.
My
Don't.
heart be still. Oh, not that
That's
much
only
better.
5 plus 10.
Oh,
5 plus 10 is 15.
A 15
This is only for the first attack.
does hit.
Yeah!
Drops down.
Didn't like it. Jesus, I rolled a 1 for the fucking damage.
I rolled 1 on that dice so many
I
times.
know. That's 11 damage.
All right, 11 damage against this number.
What the fuck? That was hot. It was like, don't roll. I don't want to roll.
It's a 1. No.
17?
Yeah, 17.
No, you still have advantage.
And then
17?
17, that hits.
Come on,
You get it down on the ground,
Get
it's
him,
like,
get him, get him.
I'll use
You hear him yell out, he goes, Celine! That's the last
Ah.
words that he's probably gonna say.
okay. Oh,
No, well, I don't know. He still has hit points, but
okay. Well,
he's in the red.
I'm just gonna roll. 2 plus 10 is 12.
Okay. Yep. And the last words that he says, he yells out, Celine! And looking in the direction, like to the side.
This one I already knocked him down.
I'm
I'm just gonna stab him in the throat, like, nope. Just right. That's what it happened.
So,
All right. Who's B?
Then, for Arik is actually for his movement, is going
you can
to.
move now.
I know, right? I can't believe I was wedged in the corner like that. He's gonna come up and try to take some heat off of others, and he's gonna put himself right here.
You stand up, climb up over the
my
table.
My cape
and-
is like fucking with everything. Oh, there's
Oh,
a table
of course,
there.
your
Yeah, he'll
long
skirt
cape.
around. He'll
Surprised it's not
Yeah,
your
you can
long
climb over.
wig.
It's
Yeah,
above terrain, essentially.
he'll do
but
the
you
like
can
the
climb
old
over.
school Dukes of Hazzard slide over the hood.
All
There you
right.
go.
It won't look like that.
No, it won't look as cool, but
cape
it'll
always gets in the
it'll
way.
be fine. It'll do the job. That's all I need.
All right. So this guy right here, this dragon thing, it is his turn. And he is going to, you see him look over at the human who looks at, they nod to each other. And then he is going to, multi-attack against
I moved to the wrong spot. I wanted to be
Yuzan.
right there. Well,
You stand up.
Is it this guy?
Yes.
That is an 18
Miss.
Oh,
nice.
shit. Okay.
and a 19.
19 hits.
Was that this one right here? That's it?
No, this one's still paralyzed.
Oh, that's right.
It's
Oh, the
this
tiefling.
one.
The tiefling. Okay.
So using
I thought you said
their
dragon.
fanatic. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
go
Did you
over
say
it.
dragon or
Would they have the advantage
I'm so
even though the
confused.
person is paralyzed? Because
The other person, that tiefling's not.
right, but
No, sorry,
they-
the dragon fang is attacking you.
this one is paralyzed.
Oh shit!
That's how we were all like.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was
thought,
like,
I
wait
thought
a
you meant
second.
the
Nope,
tiefling.
sorry.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't see the
paralyzed.
little thing because it's not hanging on.
Oh,
It's-
yep, sorry,
that's-
paralyzed. So
Okay.
they're gonna make their saving throw.
Consult
They
the
got
Okay,
it,
okay.
everything.
Alright.
Sorry, it was a wisdom save.
Yes. 14.
Oh, they had plus 4. Fucked that up.
What they get?
Hold on, I'm doing some reverse math.
Oh.
I did a +1 for the wisdom when it's actually a +4.
I think
Nope,
they only
they
got
rolled
an
a
8
5.
anyway.
Yeah, I was gonna say
they
they
rolled
rolled
low.
under a 10.
Yeah, it
so
doesn't matter. What's the?
It was like an
thing?
8 or
14?
something. 14.
No, they rolled a 9 plus 4, so that is a 13.
Still paralyzed, motherfucker.
All right, so then Abaddon, you are up.
Oh. Okay.
she's gonna make out with Natalie under the table.
This guy's paralyzed.
Yeah, Natalie looks at you. She's like, she's like hyperventilating. She's like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Very, very, very much okay.
Lay one on her, Abaddon, before you go out. Come on.
Can I use it as a bonus action to make out with Natalie?
You can certainly try.
I feel like it won't go
Roll-
well.
Throw a bolt and then kiss her.
Roll
There
to
you
see
go.
how much tongue you get back.
You don't want to die a virgin, do you?
Oh,
That
she
classic.
Virgin. You remember Melody or whatever her name was?
Harmony.
Harmony, whatever. Harmony, Melody, whatever. Lyric, I don't know. Orchestra,
I'm
who
gonna
knows?
cast
Symphony.
Blight
Yeah,
on
symphony.
the tiefling.
Yes,
All right.
That
How many
I'm
you
doing
get
it
for
on the
Blight?
tiefling. 88.
88, yeah.
88. All right, that is a saving throw of some kind.
Oh, your con is 15. She got a con of 15.
I got
Con save 15.
Is it a
Ah,
wisdom or what is it? Save?
No, it's con, right?
Yeah, the DC.
Is that dex?
You're making me laugh.
Con 15,
Say a
right there,
con,
it says
con
it.
save.
Okay. All right.
Why am I making you laugh?
That's some D8.
It's cute. I can't
Because
help
I'm
it.
saying the southern
How
accent,
many, how
that's
many
why.
D8 do you need?
I just like talking
Thank
this
you.
way. I kind of wish I was from Tennessee.
That's an 11. It fails.
Ooh.
Die, mother!
Anybody?
Need more?
I've
Alright, I
got
got you.
more. I
I
just
got
gotta
you.
go through this.
What's that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
6,
7, and 8.
Making me do it.
Yeah! There we go! There we
It
go!
reaches out from underneath the table.
Yeah. Ooh, that's an 8 on one of them.
Wow, that's good.
I know, right?
Ooh, that's 10.
Bust out the
Are you just
calculator.
gonna?
She'll do it.
16. That's 20, 24, 23. That's
23?
23.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Points of
then
damage.
wild magic roll is 12,
That's
Okay.
23
and
points.
Oh, isn't it more than that?
No, really?
bowl is
That's
That's
10,
10, that's 18,
19, 20, 21,
Oh,
22,
that's
23,
7.
23,
That's
24,
so close.
25.
That's 30,
That's
34. Oh, no,
29.
that's 37.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
37. That's,
that's
different.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is way more.
Okay,
I was wrong.
7,
I missed one.
10,
18,
18,
22.
22, 25,
Yep.
29, 33,
37.
37.
So you said 20.
I
was
missed
like,
one. I missed the 8. That's
Yeah.
right.
So yeah, the tiefling looks and is actually paying attention to
Melt her into
the other
gold.
things that are going on in,
so
in
mad at
the
her.
I
room.
bet you are.
And you start to see like it just like it looks down and then this black veiny just as you all are familiar with blight at this point
Yeah.
starts coming up and it's like ah.
That's one of my
It looks
favorite
over
spells.
at the human,
It is a killer spell.
and then
Yeah,
just
I like this spell.
looking up at the sky, and then
'Cause if
drops
it-
down
even
to
if
the
it doesn't
ground,
hit, still get
dead.
she's dead.
Yeah.
You just melted his
Drop.
ass.
Dead.
All right. Anything else? Any movement?
One shot.
Hell yeah!
I don't think that thing took any damage
No, it didn't.
before, right?
But
No, I think that
We're not done yet though.
all right.
we're not done yet, but
We're getting there.
we did there.
As a swarm of dragons, just like.
Oh my god! Imagine.
All right. These other two are down. So this.
So we got that crispy human and the
And the paralyzed
elf
one.
that's paralyzed.
Yep, this one's already almost dead,
Crispy human.
and that was
So that crispy human
held.
is going to use her action to disengage. And there's, I mean, the windows are not indicated here, but there are windows. She's going to go through this window.
Is she gonna Ralph Wiggum like
Essentially.
jump?
I'm in danger!
I'm in
And
danger.
she's going to run
Oh my god!
out.
Bye, Felicia.
Does she take any damage jumping through the glass?
She should.
Maybe.
She should.
So she.
Wouldn't you like to know?
She takes the
She should
disengage,
bleed to death
and
on
then
her
you
way.
see her. She looks around at everyone, and she yells like, "She will rise, or they will rise!" And then she through the window
Damn cultist.
and out into the street and disappeared, like immediately turning the corner. Like, not to say that you wouldn't catch her, but she is gone. All right, Zan, you're up.
So the only one that's left is the paralyzed
Yeah, you
one,
see the leader,
correct?
this elf, and they're like, they can't move, but they're breathing heavily, and they're looking at all of you just with this anger and rage in their eyes, with their scimitar in their hand.
Zan's gonna look them up and down,
The short sword, sorry.
going to kick their knees out so that they drop down to their knees.
Get him, Zan.
He's gonna take out the vial of antitoxin, pop it open, force it into his throat, and then attempt to retrieve the suicide pill out of its mouth.
His teeth
Paralyzed.
out.
Okay.
That's such, dude. That's what I. Yes.
All right, let's
Oh,
see.
shit.
Rip his-
Okay.
Make
rip his
a.
teeth
I gotta think about this because
Sleight of hand.
out. Oh, he ain't trying to be
he's
sneaky.
paralyzed.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. You
Yeah,
don't really have
he
to be
ain't
that sneaky
fighting
about
that.
it,
Can't,
right?
can't close its mouth or do anything, so I figured this is the time to reach in there and
Hell
pull
yeah.
out the pill.
Well, I mean, his mouth is closed. He can't put the pill where it needs to be, but
Yeah,
you
but he
have
can't
to
move.
Find where it is.
Rip
So,
all his teeth out.
You can make an investigation check.
Would Micaiah notice what he's doing?
Well, I think we're still in
Maybe,
initiative,
but it's still
right?
Yeah.
you're still in initiative.
I
And
can
it's
knock
not
the
with it.
teeth
It's
out.
just a straight roll
Oh, just a straight roll?
because you are drunk.
Oh yeah.
So just a
Just a
straight
straight
roll. 10.
Okay. So you like kind of force this antitoxin like down their throat, and then try. You're trying to like. You don't know where they keep it exactly in their mouth. Not that the mouth is a huge thing, but there's a lot going on in there. So you take your time to try to like figure out
There's a
where.
lot
going on in there.
Where is it? Is it on this side? Is it over there?
We're all gonna use our actions to rip out teeth. It's like, how many teeth can you
All
take
right.
out during one action?
blow his head off.
Okay. Anything else?
He's just gonna look to his friends. Say, we should question this one.
All right, Micaiah, you were up.
I'm gonna use my action to try to help him. Can I do that?
Okay.
Open the mouth.
So you can make your own roll because you weren't close enough, and he already
Well, investigation.
investigation, and that is you are drunk.
So disadvantage.
Dude,
Yes.
I can't think of any more terrifying place to be than on
No,
your
just a straight
knees
roll.
Oh.
in a
You're
bar,
paralyzed.
Oh, okay.
on like with a bunch of drunk people trying to tear out your teeth. That is horrifying.
8.
Okay. Now the two of you
Fucking 8.
What you out of there?
trying to
Two
figure out
drunk,
like,
Where is it?
people.
That
I
is-
know it's in here. Give it to me now.
Give me the
Zan, it's over there. I think it's in that corner.
the hatred in this guy's eyes has
Oh
definitely
my god,
turned to
so
horror.
must be so bad. You got one side open, I got the other side open. We can't find it
Alright. I don't know that Erdnot would like. Okay. It's Erdnot's turn. I don't know what Erdnot would do in this situation, honestly, as the two of you.
though. Do you talk
like,
about it in front of him? About getting it?
Well, I said
Would he
we
understand
should,
what's
we
going
should
on?
question this one. I do
You think
have
he'd
my
go
hand.
try to
Urgen's
come
gonna
up?
run over to the window and try to see if he can see the other one. I'm gonna make a
Can you even see out the window? Is it too?
I mean,
The window
he's,
show's here, and he's like, yeah.
yeah, with that, he's not. But he like kind of leads up and is looking out to try to see if the other one is
Trying
there.
to jump up and see outside.
All right, that dragon's dead. Arik, it's your turn.
Arik is going to grab a piece of anything, like, would there be any, like, since we're fighting and all that, I don't know if anything broken. He's looking for, like, a piece of wood. Something to stick anything in between this guy's teeth so he can't bite down.
There's food and other things, so if you want to move over to, you can either use something that's on your person, or you can start to look for something close by to try to go get. Because there's a table over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything on one of the tables, I suppose, anything. Like
Alright, so
even like a
moving-
fork or something, like anything that's going to keep him from knocking his, clicking his teeth together for that pill. He's going to shove it in there and then go for his rope. I don't know. Would I be able to tie his hands behind his back in that same turn?
I would say,
Like as a...
with all of that, it would be like you could start to tie.
Yeah,
his
like get
hands.
ready to tie
Yeah.
his hands.
Like you
grab
get,
him.
You have something in his mouth, so he can't close his mouth, and now you're gonna start to get his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so does it work like he can't move? So if you shut his mouth, he can't open it?
His mouth is kind of closed. It's like this.
But they're not like holding it open, trying to get in there?
We were, I
guess,
thought.
Yeah, you could be trying. So then you guys.
I just
Have
want
it
to make an
open.
investigation
You're like
roll,
both
'cause
in
I'm-
there.
Yeah.
No, you don't
So
have
I
to
feel
make an
like if he comes
investigation.
over,
Well, if
he's just
they're
gonna
still
shove it in.
doing that with like trying to get the teeth or the tooth or whatever, then he's just gonna start to tie the guy's hands up
Okay.
and like connect that to like. So he's on his knees. I'm gonna tie his hands behind his back and then like a hog tie, but on his knees, so he
Okay.
won't be able to move.
All right.
Just
you
because it
can-
seems like there's a lot going on in this guy's mouth. I guess.
Yeah,
It's the best way to. It's the
yeah,
only
there's
way to
a lot kinda
phrase
going
that.
on at the same time,
Yeah, I
so-
didn't quite know
I
how.
mean,
I'll
we're
say you
drunk
you
and
could
we're
start
just
to
like,
get you start to get him tied up.
Sure. I'd probably I'll start with his ankles.
Um,
Tie his ankles together first.
okay. All right, it is his turn, and he rolled a 16 plus 4.
Damn.
So
Okay.
he's no longer paralyzed.
Damn.
I should have said with
Now
his hands so
it
he couldn't
is-
cast spells or do anything with his hands.
Abaddon, it's your turn.
Wait, so he's tied up.
He's starting
He's
to get
starting
tied,
to be-
but
he's starting
coming
to be
around
tied.
now. Yeah, he's,
But now
your friends
he's-
are all around.
So if I couldn't get in his mouth right now. Can I get in this person's mouth?
You
We're all in
cannot,
his mouth.
because, or actually,
Just-
you
It's a
could
mouth party.
technically, because you can get up and then get right next to him. Yeah, like you could. You can't help, but you can.
Natalie's
Make a
like,
roll.
what the fuck are these people doing? Why are they all like 4 knuckles deep in this guy's
I
mouth?
feel like all.
Give me!
All right.
Poor guy's
He swallowed the
Investigation.
crown jewel.
Poor guy's
trying to get it
gagging.
out.
He's like, oh.
Yes, an investigation check. Just a straight roll.
Okay, so that's
Ooh.
16
Plus what?
plus 5. Plus
Oh,
I'm also proficient.
That's already.
that's already.
But that's
There's
cool
plus
though, huh?
Super cool.
21?
That's awesome.
So you like.
That's really
you
awesome
come
that
up
you're
out of,
proficient.
like,
Good
they're
job.
all Like, what is
Just
it?
wanted to-
That's just so awesome.
You just like stick your hand in really rough, and you just like, and you pull out this little. It's like a little metal vial.
Good job. Good job. Well done.
All right. I'm also going to make a roll because with 3 people in his mouth,
Oh, shit.
It's,
One of us is gonna
It's
lose a
all
finger.
jabbing
Do I get it all the way?
around.
it
It's
ain't
all
gonna
the way
be
out
me.
of his
I'm
mouth right now?
already Arik
Yeah,
9 fingers.
I'm just seeing
so it
what
ain't
kind
me.
of like what you all have done to this thing.
Wait,
With
what?
3 people trying to jam it out of his mouth.
Poor guy.
What am I rolling?
Fuck him, he was trying to kill us.
Right?
Well, I mean, you got a little thing that you just bite down on it and it explodes, and you guys are all jamming your
Dirty,
fingers
grubby
in.
hands and
It's like pushing all around. I gotta think though. What is that gonna be? Is that a percentage? Yeah, I want to roll these D100s. All right. It's not a very high percentage. Yeah, it's a 14. No, so you're able to pull it out, and you just have this little vial. It's very small. You hadn't.
Tiny hands.
Good job.
Tiny
You're trying to take it out, and you're like,
Good job, Birdie.
I know, or not.
All right. It is. That one's running. Zan, it's your turn.
All right, it's my turn. I will walk up in front of him, say, "Are you calm?" and cast Charm Person. It's a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
All right.
Good idea.
Well,
I feel calmer already.
Woosa. I'm doing just rip this guy's teeth out. Tied him up, paralyzed him.
He's just like, okay, guys, let's go. Find the hotel.
That is a 22.
Feel great.
22.
22. Shit, he ain't
So
charmed.
they look at you and they're like, "She will destroy you all."
Cultist.
Anything else?
Fucking fanatics.
We're still in initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He has his arms free.
His arms are free?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I didn't want him to
He
move,
was
so I started
paralyzed,
tying his
so-
ankles because he's on his knees. So I
Yes,
started
his
tying
legs
his
are
ankles. So good luck if he tries to run.
Yeah.
He ain't getting
That's,
far, but he might be
that's
able
all
to,
that Zan can do
All
right
right.
now.
he might be able to get some
Micaiah,
blasty stuff.
you're up.
Am I? Alright, well, since he's started to be tied up with his legs, am I able to help Arik and come over and grab the rope and do his...
She would be very
Yes.
well
His
versed in
arms.
how I tie things.
You,
Yes, I will.
because he's not paralyzed.
Do I get
anymore,
advantage on that?
So you guys are gonna have to do like you can try to grapple him now. He's not
All right.
paralyzed. Before he
All right.
couldn't move his legs.
Okay.
But,
just
a
her?
grapple check.
Okay.
Since I'm trying to do
Is
that,
that
am
strength?
I doing
What is that, strength?
If you, for your
Grapple
next
is,
turn, want to aid her, then you
athletics.
can do advantage
Athletics?
right
Well, because
now.
I was already in the process of tying his legs, or is his legs
Yeah.
tied? Because remember, I wanted to tie his legs, then
Oh,
tie
okay,
that.
well,
Yeah,
seven
you guys will have to
athletics.
grapple
I don't
him in
know
order to
athletics.
continue to tie his legs or anything like that. So if you want to aid her right
well,
now,
well, my yeah,
13?
I would help.
all right, you can roll with advantage
Well, because
With
we're
advantage?
because we're
Oh.
literally.
because the two
I
of
just
you
didn't know
are-
how far along.
17?
Either way, he's going to be struggling. I guess.
17?
All right, hold on.
I only asked because I started before. I think he was still paralyzed at the time.
Yeah, you
But
started.
I don't know like how
you started,
far
but you didn't.
along
You got like
it
the legs.
was.
You said.
That's an
time.
8. So
Nice.
you were able to grapple him and hold him down.
Big pile, just sit on his back.
Somebody tie him.
Erdnot is gonna
I'm trying.
Come
Already, come
over.
tie him.
and he's gonna try to knock him out. And
Okay.
You guys are trying to tie up a grown ass man who.
I
is,
mean, go ahead. Do the
squirming.
easy way.
He's gonna accidentally smite this guy. And kill
I mean,
him.
I'm drunk. He's
so
drunk.
He is
We're not
gonna
thinking
do
straight.
non-lethal damage with his weapons. With the bottom parts of
the
the
butt, the butt
The
of
butt.
the hammer.
there you go,
hammer.
butts. He's gonna use
butt.
the butts.
With the
For the
bum,
bums.
with the
The
bum
bums
of
are
the-
using the butt.
gonna use the bum of the
grappled.
Yeah, he's gonna have disadvantage, right?
No, that would be the guy who has disadvantage.
Oh, because he's not prone. That was prone.
Nice grapple.
He was, that's a 13, that hits. And, yeah, that also hits.
Is he knocked out?
So,
He's
No.
fucking.
this guy has hit points. This guy has a lot of hit points. 11.
We all just turn and just start attacking.
Right.
And give
Oh, he has a long arm.
Yeah.
Take off an arm, an ear.
And
A finger?
actually, I had a rule, like
Oh,
a
that
25% chance that.
You can hear that thing rolling all around the table.
Right, that's crazy.
Oh, lucky. Okay.
What's the 25% chance?
There's a 25% chance that attacks that you do with melee weapons are not non-lethal.
Oh.
So that was actually a 25. So these are not. Unfortunately, he hits him well enough that he's like boom, boom, and the guy's like, you see like teeth start coming out.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's like, oh, sorry.
Gotta know your own strength or not.
Arik, you're up.
I'm gonna finish tying him up if he's grappled.
Okay.
So I'll like truss him up like a hog.
All right. Then, what is he gonna do? It's his turn. Nope,
He's gonna do nothing.
he's got nothing.
He's,
So,
gonna
he's
sit there and
literally
take it.
tied.
yep, he's tied up on the ground, and
I
there's
like the way
nothing else
Micaiah
that he
said
can do.
that.
So he just
Hey,
kind of
he's
like
gonna
narrows
take it.
his eyes and looks at you
I
all.
got nothing else to do.
And
Take it.
unless there's anything else anybody wants to do, you are out of initiative.
Nice work, team. Nice
There you go,
work.
everybody. That was good. Good job.
And as so this is occurring, and you tie up this one guy, and he's just like quiet now on the ground, not saying anything. And the other people in the bar, like Natalie, is like, and the bartender stands up from the bar and is like, everyone, it's okay, everyone, go get the guards. And there are already people on their way. So you are all standing there over this individual, and it takes a few minutes, unless there's something you wanted to do with him specifically. It takes a few minutes, but some of the Waterdavian guards come in and are like, what's going on? We're here.
Before all that
thing.
happens, knowing that his friends are gonna be able to talk to him, is gonna rifle through the pockets of the two fallen over here on this side. The
Okay.
Dragon and the half dragon and the half orc.
Half work, yeah.
Yeah.
So
then
going
see
through
what
their
they got.
stuff, you kind of pull everything. You are able to see that these are like
Thank you.
you see those symbols.
Yeah, he's looking for like notes or anything valuable on them,
There's
or
nothing on them.
Nothing
They
at all.
have the gladiator has their shield that was dropped, and they have their spear. The half orc there only has their scimitar. They have bare minimum, almost nothing.
Does
on
the
them.
shield anything feel special about the shield when I touch
Nope.
it?
Just a regular old.
So you said
shield.
scimitar and a
shield
a
and
spear?
spear. Yeah.
okay. I was gonna take the spear and the scimitar, just to have them, and then join his friends. They had nothing on them. I was looking for notes.
Nope, nothing.
Balls.
Let's see.
And then if somebody wants, they can check the teeth in, because I was way over here. Don't say it like that.
Poker
The
with
tiefling
your
Poke around in the
similar-
tiefling.
has only the scimitar, and that's it. There's nothing else on this one. As they're like staring up with their like kind of bright yellow eyes that are now faded because they're dead.
Did you say that they had one of the
She is
things?
not
The
That one does. It's like a what would this level be? It is a we'll go with second level
I'm gonna take.
on that,
Take
and then the
that
other one. So that one is
for
blue. The other ones. So there are three. There's like a red one, a green one, and a white one. Those are all level ones. Level one
Ark will
things.
collect them all.
Okay.
And pop them in the bag of holding in case we ever need them.
So the guards come in and they're all asking like what happened here, and the people come out shaking and say, "Oh, they just got attacked out of nowhere," kind of thing. And actually, you, Zan, after a few minutes of the guards speaking with you all, you actually get rid of this thingy. You recognize a couple of people who walk in the door as shit, what was their fucking name? The Harper who you had met here before, Brinna or Bryn, I believe her name was. I can't remember all of her name.
I'll have to check my notes.
So she actually comes in and with a couple of other people who you know if they're with her. And they like step forward and like whisper something to the guards, and you know there's like an exchange between them, and then they actually come up to you and try to get the lowdown on what occurred. So Bryn walks up, like, Then
Good
you're
evening.
looking drunk.
Yes.
And she actually does laugh. And she says, so I can imagine what has occurred here. We're gonna take it from here. Do you need? We're gonna escort you back to the Narrow Creek Manor.
That's
There will
all right.
be more.
One did get away. And Zen will point towards the window
Okay.
and give a brief description.
Good to know. I will ensure that Remy is made aware. If you all would not mind following us, and we will take it from here. And you follow. There's actually 3 or 4, and you kind of see some people. Like you know that there are people actually in the outskirts there. It's not dark really. The sun has started to go down. It's like 6 o'clock.
This
so
all
maybe-
fucking happened in the middle of
Oh man.
the
It was like
daytime.
5-ish,
thought it
you
was
know,
like
the
night.
sun was starting to go down because it is
Ballsy.
winter
Holy
time,
shit.
so the lights on
They
the
do
street
not like
lamps
us.
are, it is a long walk back to the Narrow Creek Manor as you're going through. They're kind of like helping
Natalie
you all.
coming?
Natalie stays behind. She
Pretty
like
scared.
looks at
Oh.
all of you and is like
I guess that makes
shaking
sense.
and then giving her account to the guards and whatnot.
Fuck.
Now you have another reason to
Almost
hate the
died.
cult.
Almost died.
Alright.
She's
Stop
like,
you from getting some.
One track mind.
Well, I'm starving, so.
Aren't we all?
So they bring you back to the Narrow Creek Manor where Brenna, I think her name was. She says, "We're gonna speak to Remy. All of you should just wait here. You let yourselves in, actually, and interestingly, there's the only person who's there as you come in. You see Fari comes up." And where you would normally expect to see Finardil or at least Alice, they're not there. And Fari comes in and she's like, "Oh my goodness, what happened? Getting blood on the floor!" As you like come in.
Did I? I'm sorry.
Brenna's like, "Is Tim around?" And she's, "No, they went out to the festival. They didn't expect you to be. Oh, I'm gonna have to clean this up." She's like, "Oh."
That's kind of what your job is, right? Cleaning this up.
Well, yes, and no one else
so why are you
around
complaining
here
about
will-
doing your job? Kind of
You know,
confused. I gave
you-
you something to do. Now
you're
can you
right.
get a bath going or something?
You're right. That I do not do.
I'm dirty.
Clean me. Bathe me.
Brenna's like, "Okay."
I need a
well,"
bath, okay? I'm not trying to wreck the whole house.
She is looking at you then. She's like, "If you could just wait here. I don't know if Remy will come tonight, but probably clean yourselves up maybe, and then
That's what I'm asking you to do.
this is the
Damn.
harbor." She's like, "I'm part of the. I'm
Oh,
co-worker.
I'm sorry, Zane. I'm sorry.
I don't give back."
Oh yeah, you're still hammering, aren't you? I
Yes.
forgot about that.
Yes, I am.
Excuse my friends.
I apologize. I thought you were the
you
bath
all
lady.
Are the champions of Greenest.
Yeah.
The bath lady.
I need to wash my bum.
So just stay put, please, if you could. And you
Alright,
see,
okay.
actually, at this point, Rolly comes down. Your goblin head of guards, comes down the steps, and is like, I can take it from here,"
I didn't say I wanted you to give me a bath.
and goes over to you, Makai. Like,
I was
"No,
asking
I'm
you.
not gonna. I would never. But takes your hand like very gently. It's like, come on, and starts bringing you up.
Just point me in the direction. That's all
I
I'm
will,
asking
I
you.
will.
Just tell
Come
me
on,
which
come on
direction
over,
I
come
gotta
on.
go. I don't
Okay.
remember.
Takes
Micaiah
your
doesn't
hand.
remember, but he's done this every
Every
other night that we've
Every night,
Arik's gonna
"Who are
see.
you?"
Arik's gonna see that, and he's gonna like remember. It's like, Arik, remember that.
Rolly's, come on,
In a good way, in a
Micaiah,
good way.
all right, come on. It leads you up the
Aw.
stairs up to where your room is with the thing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna turn around. So
I'm not peeking. I'm not peeking. I promise.
so they
Goblin
bring,
creep.
you up to your room and close the door and they're just waiting outside. But that is where we will stop as Brenna kind of just wait here. You head out and you're waiting to see what your next step is.
Nice.
And that's where we will stop. So,
Love it.
thank you everybody for joining us on this end of the winter festival and the official first assassination attempt
Jesus, is that what that was?
of the whole group.
I was gonna, at least of the whole
Yes,
group.
there was a
I've had
first
several
assassination
on me.
attempt. Actually, a couple of assassinations.
Couple, you got hit with a
That was pretty
arrow
crazy,
in the
actually.
back.
Yeah. So, thank you everybody. We will be back tomorrow with some Midnight World, I believe, and then Tuesday, I think we're taking a break as we figure out what the next installment of Whippy is going to be. But yeah, we will be back in our very, very, very cold garage soon. And thank you for
I
hanging
think it's
out.
just whip right now.
Oh yeah, it's Whip. Just some Whip.
Sorry, it's just whip right now.
We are
Someday it
going
might be Whippy again.
to. We are going
Sorry, I just
to
came back
raid.
this
Thank you
past
to our
session.
raiders,
I just
Sensei
came back.
Suplex.
Oh, you did?
We appreciate you so much.
Who was it?
Sensei Suplex, they're part of our team
nice.
stream.
Oh, team stream.
Okay,
Yeah.
And we are going to raid. Hey, Disfeminist. Good luck with your redemption. How about Mercs of Mischief? Mercs
Sounds
That sounds
fun.
good.
sounds great. We're gonna raid them. And yes, this is the last day that you can use. Actually, no, you've got tomorrow and the next day. I think you can use your channel points to enter into the monthly giveaway. And then next Sunday we are going to choose our winner. So please be sure to enter in. And yes, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow. And you and me, we got to figure out when we're gonna finish up Call of Cthulhu. But
Oh, yeah.
we'll figure that out. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye. Thank you for hanging out. You guys were